Good morning, Raptor freaks. Lexi Otts here. A little early for the preview today for the Toronto Raptors hosting the Minnesota Timberwolves, kicking off our 2023-2024 NBA season. It'll be a lot of fun. A great game tonight. The Timberwolves visiting the Raptors to start the season. Let's go. That's right. So I hope y'all are just as hyped as me getting up for the first day of the season this morning as I am. Oh my gosh, I'm hyped today. In fact, that's 10 minutes early hype. And I'm working out all day, getting ready. I'll be like, yeah, let's go. So let's start it off with the latest lineup news for the game tonight. First of all, there are injuries on both sides. There's one key injury on both sides of the ball tonight. We'll start with our Raptors. Coach Darko Rajakovic confirming yesterday that the only person who's not going to be available for today is Christian. So Precious, Otto, everybody else available to play tonight. The only injury for the Raptors will be Koloko, and he will not be available for sure. So that's great. We got everybody. And in fact, Coach was talking about this yesterday in his practice interview that having the luxury of everybody being healthy going in the season is going to be very helpful, considering we're going to have to do 6 games in 9 nights, y'all, to start this season off right now. That's right. These games are going to be coming fast and furious as of today. And y'all strap yourself in. Let's get going. We got some work to do because there's a bunch of games right in front of us. 6 games in the next night. It's 9 nights. That's fantastic. Now, on the other side, for the Timberwolves, there's one injury, and it's their new extended $136 million man. Scotty was watching online the other day, and he saw what Jaden McDaniels got for his extension with the Timberwolves. He was like, wow, he got paid $136 million. That's a lot of money. That's what Scotty was saying. But Jalen's brother, Jaden, unfortunately, is out for the game tonight. He is their starter at small forward, and he will not be playing for them tonight. So unfortunately, there will be no McDaniels Cup tonight. No Jalen versus Jaden. In some ways, that kind of messes up my marquee matchup, which I was going to do. Well, next time when they do face each other, we'll have that be the marquee matchup. But we have a different one, a pinch hit marquee matchup because of the injury to Jaden McDaniels. So, yeah, those are your injuries, basically. On one side, Koloko out for us. And on the other side, there's one of their starters, Jaden McDaniels, is out. And I'm not upset about that. Maybe the McDaniels family's upset about that. Whatever. It's too bad they can't be both healthy for this game today. But they have been healthy in the past. Now, just let me talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves team real quick for a second. They were 5-0 in the preseason, undefeated in the preseason, just like us. 4-0 for us, 5-0 for them. One very, very successful preseason for them. So they have good vibes right now. Of course, their team is constructed around the twin tower duo of Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns, and that is a strength for them, having those two big centers. So having Jakob Poeltl available today is going to be very key, that we need that man at least on Gobert. And then maybe we can put Scott on Cat or something like that, or maybe OG. I'm not sure. But it's going to be, figuring out how to match up with the two twin towers is a key thing for the Raptors to figure out to have a victory today. Then, of course, you got a guy like Anthony Edwards running around there. He's dangerous, and he's an emerging star, one of the stars of the Team USA this past summer at FIBA. Yeah, Anthony Edwards can be a problem, but once again, we have some good premium defenders. And as Darko was saying after practice yesterday, some of the problem he has right now is giving defensive assignments to these guys. These guys are all hungry. They all want to be the best defensive player in the league. Precious, Scotty, OG, Pascal, all these guys. And they want the tough assignments. So in some ways, Darko's having a hard time saying, all right, you're going to guard Anthony tonight. You're going to guard Rudy. In some ways, he has to really be smart about who he gives what assignments, because they're all hungry to take the toughest assignments. They really are. They all want the tough assignments. So it's like Scotty says, I want to guard Anthony Edwards. OG says, I want to guard Anthony Edwards. Well, we got enough defenders. We can take care of these guys. So let's make sure the right matchups are on Cat and Anthony Edwards in particular. Their two best offensive weapons. Now, the other guy that we got to watch out for in the starting lineup is Mike Conley. That wily veteran is still around. He's playing tonight. In fact, Dennis mentioned him yesterday. Dennis Schroeder talking about some of his work that he does to get ready for games and studying players. And Mike Conley is someone he's very, very familiar with. He's watched a lot of tape on Mike Conley. So in some ways, he's ready for Mike Conley because he's played him many times, and he knows his instincts and what his predilections are, what he's predisposed to do on the court. So in some ways, the knowledge and veteranness of Dennis Schroeder, knowing Mike Conley, is going to be a good thing. So, but yeah, this is the thing about their roster. They're really starter heavy. They've got those 4 premium starters, and then their bench is okay. They've got some good players like Naz Reid, Kyle Anderson, a couple guys on the bench, but for overall, their bench is not that good. It's probably their weakness. So their starters are their strength, and their bench is kind of their weakness. So in those kind of games, I always say tire them out, wear them the hell out, run that 10-man defense, Darko, and tire them out with their overwhelming talent, and just keep the energy up, the pace up. And the Minnesota Timberwolves may not have that much depth to show how they can keep up with us. Those big guys are slow anyway. So in some ways, they drag them down and slow them down anyway. So pace could really be on our side tonight against the Timberwolves and their lumbering Twin Towers. So yeah, there you go. There's your latest lineup news along with some keys to the victory. And the way I see the Timberwolves roster is they're very starter heavy with talent. And then the rest of the bench is kind of not too good. But Naz Reid has been annoying in the preseason. He's had some big games. And we know slow-mo Kyle Anderson, he can be a problem. We don't want to let him get going either. Here's a ref report for the game tonight. I've got our 3 referees for the game. Our crew chief tonight is Kevin Scott. Kevin Scott is from South Carolina. He went to high school in Georgia, though. His favorite TV show is 48 Hours, and he likes the movie The Shawshank Redemption. His favorite musician, Eric Church, and his favorite book is Friday Night Lights. He's our cheese pizza enthusiast. So Tommy Dookie, get that cheese pizza ready for Kevin Scott. He'd most like to visit the Great Barrier Reef, and his bucket list is an African safari. So Scott is extensive officiating at the collegiate level with 4 years in the SEC, 6 years in the Southern Conference, 7 years in the Big South Conference, and 10 years in the Atlantic Sun Conference. He enjoys playing golf, fitness training, fishing, and attending NASCAR events. Yeah, Kevin Scott is that country bumpkin ref. But you know what? We don't hate him. He's actually been very kind to the Raptors over the years. We win 55% of our games when Kevin Scott is refereeing. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves win 38% of their games. So our crew chief, Kevin Scott, favors the Toronto Raptors tonight historically. 55% win percentage for us, 38% win percentage for the Timberwolves. So not a bad crew chief for us to have tonight. We'll see if there's any funny stuff, but it looks like he'll be pretty good. Our second ref is actually a great ref for us. He's in his 9th year out of Montana. It is Brent Nansel. Brent Nansel likes anything on the outdoor channels on TV. His favorite movie is Top Gun. His favorite musician is Alan Jackson. So we got some country boys coming to ref tonight. Favorite book is Wooden. His favorite meal is a barbecue ribeye steak. So we need some cheese pizza and some barbecue ribeye steak. He most like to visit Australia. His bucket list is to catch a 1,000-pound marlin. And his hidden talent is he can play the tenor saxophone. So that's pretty good. He's got a little bit of Lisa Simpson in him. Nansel enjoys hunting, fly fishing, spending time on the family farm and cattle ranch with his wife and 3 children. Brent Nansel is a very, very good ref for us statistically. When we are playing, we win 68% of our games when Brent Nansel is around. 68% of our games. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves only win 28% of their games. So this is a huge, huge difference, 68 to 28%. And Brent Nansel is our friend, y'all. So the second ref, the middle ref, is a good dude. And so far, this ref crew really favors us. I'm going to tell you that right now. It does tonight. Our third ref is the young Brandon Schwab out of Orlando, Florida. He's in his 4th season. His favorite TV show is Community. His favorite movie is The Matrix. He would like some Penang curry and mango with sticky rice. He'd most like to visit Machu Picchu, and his favorite app is Apple Podcasts. Brandon, his first officiating experience came when he took part in intramural sports as a student at the University of Central Florida. So he's just hanging out, and he's like, hey, do you want to ref the basketball game? Yeah, I'll ref it. Okay, boom. And what do you know? That's his entryway into like getting in the NBAs as a ref. So like he was just like, yeah, I'll ref your intramural basketball game. Okay, Brandon, come on in. And he was like, oh, I'm good at this. Oh, I'm gonna be in the NBA one day. Woo! Yeah, Brandon Schwab, you're awesome. We win 50% of our games when Brandon Schwab is around. We are actually 4-4 so far in his career. That evened out. We were really not good with him in the beginning, but we gotten better with him in time. He is the least favorable ref to us today at 50%. And he's also 50% for Minnesota. They're 3-3. So it's exactly the same record for the young third ref for both teams, both 500. 4-4 for us and 3-3 for Minnesota. So there's your ref crew. I would say overall, the ref crew is very, very nice to the Raptors tonight. It shouldn't be too bad. We'll have to see if that behavior is different because of the new coach, Coach Darko, and whether he has respect or not. But historically, this is a good ref crew for the Raptors to have for this game tonight in their opening night. Now, we have good luck and good outcomes on our opening nights normally. Yeah, we've won a lot of them in recent years, so I feel good about tonight. In some ways, it's very important for Darko to start his new era with a big W, to get people bought in, to show that the system will work, all kinds of different reasons. So I'd like to get that W tonight. I'm sure Darko would. They asked Dennis this yesterday in his interview, said, you want to get Darko his first NBA win, don't you? He's like, oh, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. We do want to get Darko his first NBA win. So there's a little bit more on the line today other than just, it being a game. This is Darko's first ever NBA coach game. And this matters. This matters in some ways. Yeah. All right. Let me go and check on y'all in the chat next. Let's see what's going on here. Nameless is here first. He's saying, I need a strike to kick off the season the right way. The Raptors suck. Let's fucking go. All right, now. What are you saying? All right, fine. Strike for you. Nameless, you get a strike. If that's what you want it ordered up real nice, there you go. Burger King, have it your own. There you go. There's a strike for you there. All right, Trevor J's here. Good morning, Raptors family. Game day, Minnesota going to suffer the same fate, just like the Lakers and Golden State last night. Thank you, Commissioner J, the Commissioner J Cup for this in-season tournaments coming up. Yeah, look at it. Doesn't it look like the column out in front of the Air Canada Center, Scotiabank Arena? Kind of does. Actually, yeah, he's alluding to the games last night. We had the kickoff of the NBA season last night, and 2 games were on the slate. The defending champion, Denver Nuggets, coming out. And even though they don't want to advertise them or put Nikola's picture on any of the advertising, that man's the star. That man's the star. Yeah, this man, he sits at home, watches his horses all summer in Serbia. He comes back. He was barely worked out. Triple-double. No problem. Triple-double. Just come on in. Get an easy triple-double and kick the shit out of the Lakers, who have been talking trash about the Nuggets, because the Nuggets talk trash about them. They're saying, oh, we'll see who. We'll see who. Well, we saw who. And Jokic and the Nuggets are badasses. And y'all need to just shut up, Lakers. Some people were saying last night that the Lakers looked like they really missed our guy Schroeder. That in some ways the pace and the way he handles the ball for them was very lacking last night for the Lakers in their attack. And they were a little bit in disarray without his leadership out there. So score one for the Red Ones, the Raptors, that we got Dennis Schroeder, and they don't, because they missed him last night. I'm going to tell you that right now. Yeah, Nuggets are a real deal, Holyfield. That's a real team. That is a real NBA team. That's a team that plays together. The Lakers, they're a collection of guys. They're interesting. Anthony Davis, yeah, that's all I have to say is yeah. And great job getting a triple-double. Yeah, you can only hide the truth for so long, NBA. Your publicity machine needs to start embracing Nikola Jokic, you idiots. I get it. He's not the most attractive person to put on blast, like Jason Tatum and his good looks. Well, whatever. You need to put the best player on blast the right way in this league, and he is the best player right now. The last person to do this, there's only 2 people that gotten triple doubles twice on opening day. It's Magic Johnson, LeBron James, and Nikola Jokic. Those 3 people are the only ones who've ever done that. So I'm telling you, everything that Nikola does is put in another stratosphere with the hugest names in the history of the NBA. And y'all are not treating him like that. Y'all are treating him like he's Joe Ingles. What the hell is wrong with y'all, NBA? Get your head out of your ass. Start listening to Charles Barkley. He's like, why is there no Denver Nuggets on our advertising? What is going on here? Also got to give Charles major props for asking difficult questions to Adam Silver, in particular about that domestic violence situations with Miles Bridges and Kevin Porter Jr. and these ugly incidents. What are you going to do, Adam Silver? Because it doesn't seem like you're doing jack shit about this kind of issue. And Charles held his feet to the fire on it in an interview yesterday on live TV. That's awesome. Good job, Charlie. Good job, Charlie. In the late game, the Phoenix Suns, the new look Phoenix Suns, beat the Golden State Warriors in a close game. You know what? That game was back and forth. There was a point in the third quarter the Warriors absolutely dominated the Suns and came back and took the lead. The Suns had been winning in the first half. Kevin Durant, horrible game, shooting really bad and making my fantasy team look bad with the way he was shooting. Come on now, Kevin, you got to do better. But yeah, the Suns winning last night also. Yeah, Monique is here. Super fan. Monique Lawrence, the greatest. We love you, super fan. And we know this is one of your favorite days of the year, opening night. That's right. Monique will be at the game, y'all. So look out for her. If you're at the game, you might see her at the game. Most saying, good morning, Raptorfreak family, and happy game day. We are finally here. We have arrived. Well, Monique, when you arrive, tell me we have arrived in the chat. I have arrived, you know. Yes, I'm so happy you're going to the game tonight and back in your happy place at the Scotiabank Arena at a Raptors game. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Tom Duke has got a emoticon parade out here. He's got the clock. He's got the ball. He's got Jakob. He's got Dennis. He's got OG Scotty and Pascal. He's got the TV ready. He's got the dinosaur. He's got Cowboy. He's got celebrations. He's got crazy faces. Oh, I love it, Tom. The anticipation, the excitement, the jubilation of a new Raptor season starting. I see what that is. Nako's saying Nuggets still best in the West. I think the Timberwolves are sneaky good. Sneaky good? I don't care about sneaky good. I just want to beat their ass. I'm not going to talk up the opponent. I'm going to say everything that could be wrong with them. They have a weak bench. They have a fraudulent big center named Rudy Gobert. Yeah, I'm not talking them up. No, I'm not. Sneaky good. How about they sneakily lose tonight to the Raptors in their opening game tonight? That's right. Yeah, I believe what you're saying with the Nuggets, though. Yeah, they could very well be the best team in the West once again this year. Even with some of their players leaving this past summer, it seems like they're in pretty good shape still. You know, that especially with the secondary scorers on that team doing so well. KCP, Aaron Gordon, absolutely key to being the scoring punch to put them over the Lakers in some ways. Sure, we expect a triple-double from Jokic. Sure, Jamal Murray's going to be electric and be a badass, and he was. There was that one play where he got fouled on the arm. They didn't call it. That was messed up. Like, seriously, refs, get your head out of your ass and stop calling it the wrong way. You got to be fair, especially give respect to the champions. It's crazy the way the U.S. media does not celebrate the Denver Nuggets championship the way they should. You know, I told y'all, this is going to be just like when the Raptors won their championship. They will disregard it, ignore it, and not put it on blast in any kind of way because they don't like it in some ways. So Nuggets fans, you're with us. This is how we felt after we won it. That they are fucking full of shit the way they're not putting you on blast for winning the championship. That's an achievement. And if it was the Celtics or the Lakers, they would be putting it in our face every millisecond on the TV screen. Trust me. So, yeah, if I was a Nuggets fan, I'd be a little pissed. Seriously, they need to respect y'all. Y'all are the champs. I respect y'all. Y'all are awesome. Good job. Monique is saying Raptors tonight returns tonight as well. Of course, let's go, Randy. Yeah, Randy Urban will be at the Real Sports Bar and Grill with probably Jack Armstrong or Alvin Williams and Paul Jones, and they'll be talking the game afterwards. That's right. Raptors tonight after the game. Definitely check that out. I fully endorse Raptors tonight. Totally. Dana is here. Good to see Canadian Dana. Always love Dana. Let's see. Good morning, everyone. Happy game day. Let's go Raptors. That's right, Dana. Dana's excited. I know Dana's a real one. And when this kind of stuff's happening, you know, she wants to forget about the Blue Jays season. Well, basketball comes in real quick and wipes that mind of anything that happened with the Blue Jays. Speaking of baseball, you know, this idiot, Bryce Harper, comes in the game last night for the Phillies National League Conference Division Series or whatever. And he's wearing a Patrick Beverley City Edition Sixers jersey, thinking he's like tough or hard or something like that. Yeah, y'all just got put out. Y'all just go ahead and wear a Pat Bev jersey to your baseball game and lose. That's what happens. Yeah, you got that Sixers loser stink on you, Bryce Harper. And it kind of messed up your your MLB, and you're out now, bro. Sorry, man. Good job, Diamondbacks. Yeah, more misery for the city of brotherly love. That's right, more misery for y'all. And that's what you get for wearing a Pat Bev. I am not afraid of seeing you in an alleyway. You ain't that kind of dog kind of jersey. Bryce Harper. That's what you get. That's right. That's what you get. Isaac saying he's got me on blast. I love it. Thank you, Isaac, for putting me on blast. Jimmy Pope's here, the Pope of Positivity. Jimmy, let's go. I'm so ready. Can't wait to get off work. Woo! Yeah, Jimmy is flying high and ready to go. That's right. It's a little rainy outside in the city here in the 416 this morning. But you know what? I realized in the last year, on days when the rain is falling in the 416, the Raptors win. I've noticed that when it's raining on the day of a game, we win that game usually. I don't know if it's exact science, but there was a trend last year that I noticed. Cool Cat's here. Good morning, Raptor crew. We started early, I see. Laugh out loud. You know, if it's game day, Cool Cat, I have a philosophy that I want to get to that spot early. So I did 10 minutes early today just because, it's the first game of the season. I'm excited. I want to get there early. So I got there early, 10 minutes early. And it's supposed to signify our Raptors getting to the spots early on the court tonight when there's 50-50 balls, rebounds, loose balls in general. Well, I want to be there first. And that's why I got on my stream first like that. Yeah, there you go. We love you, Cool Cat. Happy opening game day of the season. Yes, we love you, Cool Cat. Probably going to the game. Cool Cat's usually at the game. Shaq Lindsay saying, what up with Christian K? Yeah, I don't know, Shaq. I don't know what's up with Christian Koloko. He gone to the Halloween party. He's come to the game, sat at the bench. I don't know. Is it weird thing where like he has some sort of breathing issue? Are they taking the stethoscope and putting it into his chest? And they're listening to how he's breathing. You're like, oh, well, you don't have bronchitis. You don't have this, but you have something in there flapping around. Is he wheezing or something? Like when he breathes, is he, does he sound like an old man that smoked for 30 years? I don't know. I don't get it. Whatever he has, it's not catchable, obviously, because they wouldn't put him near the team if he was in some sort of weird like COVID state or something like that. I have no idea what's going on with him, Shaq Lindsay. If anybody knows things about respiratory issues or conditions that are not transferable, but they are just things that people can have, it's scary. Some have speculated it has to do with long COVID and that there's some issues from maybe possibly getting COVID. And that's part of the reason why he has a respiratory problem. I don't know. Once again, this is all speculation. They're being vague about it on purpose. They won't tell us. Even Darko said yesterday, yes, he will not be playing for sure. And I had no timetable to tell y'all. No timetable. I'm sorry. That's right. Shaq Lindsay saying Precious is eager to make an impact. I know I'm the best defender in this league. I love Precious, what he's saying right now. He had another interview yesterday, and in some ways it was way better than the one he had just before, where he said everybody is a little has reservations, is what he said. Well, what he was saying yesterday is I don't care about anything. They came at him with the extension question about them not giving him the extension on Monday. And he said basically this. He said, you know what? That's not in my job description. I'm going to do what Pascal says when he gets these questions and say, I pay people to do this job for me and they will handle this for me. I'm only focused on basketball. I'm focused on playing tomorrow in the game against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And you know what I care about? I care about winning. That's what I care about. I care about winning and playing the best for my team to make my team the best. I love everything that Precious said. And this is the kind of attitude that's going to get him a big contract in a future with the Raptors in the years to come. That's what I'm saying. This is the big, scary thing about this whole season is Masai and Bobby want to really see who's bought in and who really does understand the team concept we're trying to build here around Scott. And if these guys buy in and they show that they're ready to be in that team concept, well, we'll invest money in them. And that's the way it's looking like with things. I love his confidence. And I love what he said. And I love that all these guys want to be defensive players of the year. Precious said, I'm one of 5 players in this league that can guard all 5 positions. And he's like, there's not many guys in this league that can do it. And in some ways, we have 3 of them on our team. I seriously believe that. The OG can guard all 5 positions. We know that. People will say, oh, Precious, you can't guard the 1. That's kind of bullshit. He can guard the 1 to a degree. Maybe not for the whole game, but there are brief periods of time in the game where he can lock up the 1, and it's not a big deal. And Scotty, he's another one. Those 3 guys in some ways can guard all 5 positions, And like Precious said, there's not a lot of guys in this league that can. So I love him touting his resume and saying, I've guarded MVPs, Joel. We've seen what he did against Joel in the playoffs a couple years ago. So, yeah, he's right on. I love his attitude. Precious, you're a badass. I want you to be a Raptor for a long, long time. I really, really do. I really, really, really do. Isaac Campbell's got the pizza out. It's got pepperoni on it, though. Isaac, you're going to have to pick the pepperoni off for Kevin. Kevin likes cheese pizza straight up, just like Sue. And we're just going to pick that pepperoni off. I mean, I know you don't probably have a cheese pizza emoji. But, man, he doesn't want the pepperoni. You're going to have to pick it off like his mom. Yeah. G saying Lakers are missing Dennis right now. They are. They are. They're definitely missing Dennis Schroeder. He's an unsung hero. He's the guy that does some really good things for teams. And we're seeing it on our team already. I love it so much. He's been such a good, huge pickup. In some ways, for the prickliness and weirdness of Fred, he's got that opposite energy. He's embracing. He's all over their social medias. He's become such good friends with Siakam already. It's amazing. It's amazing how quickly Dennis has acclimated and made himself a part of our team and a leader on our team. And I love it. I love it so much. It's something the Lakers going to miss all season long. Not having Dennis Schroeder and him being on our team, we're going to get the benefit of it. That's right. Trevor J saying, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take a fucking tequila shot. Today's motto, stay blessed, y'all. All right, Commissioner J coming in with some words of wisdom, just a little bit different, just a little wild. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's a little different. I thought you was like, okay, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take a tequila shot. Trevor, you're awesome. That's good. All right, Greg's here. Good to see the Gubstown Clink. Good morning, freaks. Big day today. Thank God they put the meals back on the refs' profiles. I was so depressed after that. You know, it's certain ones they don't put the food on there, Greg. It's weird. Like some of them, maybe they ask them. It's like, do you want them to know what you like to eat? No, I don't. Okay, Ed Malloy, we won't let them know. Some of them have it. Some of them don't. I remember some of them from last year. Like if they don't have them, I can remember what they wanted last year because I did the ref report so much last year. But yeah, I like that they have the food on there. You know, that was something like I didn't even like Nick knew that I was doing this. Like at last year, at some point, Nick started talking about the food the refs like. And I'm like, man, he must be watching me because who the hell's talking about what the refs like to eat other than me on the ref report? And he's like, yeah, they have these reports out for the refs every morning and they have like what they like to eat and their favorite TV shows and stuff. I'm like, Nick's saying this, and I've been doing this every morning for games. Maybe he is checking in on me because, like, who's talking about ref food? Who is? Seriously, just me. And I'm like, why? You know, maybe I brought something to their attention. Oh, we really got to learn these refs by what they eat. You know, catering at the Scotiabank Arena could make this real nice for them in the green room while they're waiting for the game. We want them to like Toronto. Maybe give them some of the food they like. A little cheese pizza and sticky rice and barbecue steak buffet out there. Greg, you're a chef. Maybe you can help with this, man. Because I know you're all about the chef's kiss. Chef approved. You get that chef work in there and make some food for our refs so we can curry favor with them. Maybe they even want curry. Yeah, Callie's here. Yes, Callie is here. Yes, Callie Mayer. Yes, we love you, Callie. No stress meter for tonight for Callie. We're going to win this game straight up and outright. That's right, Callie. We love you, Callie. So happy to see the returning Raptor-freak Callie Mayer. It's the new season, baby. That's when Callie shows up. That's right. Shaq Lindsay saying Anthony Davis is a fraud. Yes, he is. Yes, he is, Shaq Lindsay. First half, 17 points. Look real good. Keeping up with Jokic in the first half. Second half, where are you? Where are you? Did you put on a little ski hat with a red and white and a little red and white stripe thing? Where is Anthony? Where is he gone? Where did he go? Where did he go in the second half last night? I don't know. I don't care. The Lakers lost. Good. That's what I say about that. Fiercely saying, good morning, fam, and happy Tuesday. It's game day. Yes, Fiercely Solera in the house. Let's go. Hyped. Whoa. Yes. Callie's saying, let's see what Callie's saying here. So excited. Soon. I don't think I'll be swearing as much because it's a different style of play this year. Let's go. This is interesting. This is an interesting outcome of Nick Nurse's departure. Callie Mayer will have less money in her swear jar because of the difference in coaching style. That it's going to be more free flowing and more exciting to watch, maybe a little bit less irksome because, like, what the hell? Why are you doing that? And she won't be cussing so much. So yes, this is an improvement. I think so. You let us know what your cussing quotient is tonight, Callie Mayer, without Nick around and with Darko coaching. I'm very interested to hear about the difference. Yes, I am. Fiercey's got the Raptors on blast. I love it. Nako's saying Community is one of the, if not the best TV shows ever. First 3 seasons at least. I respect that show. I think that cast is very good. Like it's a crazy ensemble cast. Now, Chevy Chase is an asshole. And in some ways, he's the one I hate the most on that show because there's so many good actors on that show that are doing different things on that show. I'm not a big fan of Joel McHale either. He's always rubbed me the wrong way. Like I hated when he took over that show, The Soup or whatever, for Greg Kinnear. That made me mad. I was like, I hate this guy's delivery. He makes me want to punch him like Bob Saget. And yeah, but so in some ways I don't like the characters. I do like Don Glover. He's awesome. And like the ladies on that show are fantastic. But overall, I'm not a big fan of that show. I never got into it. I don't know why. Maybe I'm too old for it, Gerald. It's more like for your generation than for my older generation, I guess. I guess I'm like Chevy. Yeah, I guess I'm like Chevy. But Brandon Schwab of Orlando, he loves that show too. And he's in your generation, Gerald. He's a guy in his 20s. So Tom Duke's got the food out. There's Darko is the chef. I like this. He made Darko the chef. I like this. And he's got the plates. There's the pizza. Remember, remove the pepperoni. Geez. And then there's the steak. I love it. And there's the barbecue. And then there's the sticky rice. Perfect, Tom. Perfect. It looks beautiful and immaculate. And hopefully the referees will get their fill and they'll be very happy and pleased to call a nice game for the Toronto Raptors. That's right. Be nice. If you hear Siakam screaming, give him a foul, please. If you hear him scream. The other day, Scotty's watching on Twitch, some of our highlights, and he hears Siakam screaming. He said, yeah, you really can hear him over the TV, is what Scotty said when he heard Siakam scream during his move. He's like, you really can hear him over the TV. Kareem Thomas is saying, Merry Christmas, everyone. It came 2 months earlier this year. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I am already writing my Christmas parody song for this Christmas already. That's why I put some months of work into this. Seriously, I want to make sure this song is awesome. Like, oh, gee, let's go, man. Put that ball on through that hole and just kick some ass and dunk on them hoes and win for the Raptors, yo. I love those songs. Or like the 12 Days of Christmas, on the first day of Christmas, Messiah brought to me. I love those songs that I've written over the years. So I'm already writing the new Christmas parody song for this Christmas coming up. But yeah, Christmas came today. You're right, Kareem. That's right. Gubstown saying Nameless really wanted that strike. Yeah, I guess it's a ritual or something. I don't know. Nameless, how dare you say that about the Raptors? How dare you, my paisano? Yes. Fiercely saying Precious needs to chill. Laugh out loud. But I'm loving his confidence. It's a good thing. Also, the fact he looks up to OG is flattering and shows how much he knows OG is him. Yeah, this is a good thing. Yeah, I mean, you got to have the best next to you. If you see the best is on another team, you got to kind of watch them from afar. Well, if you got him next to you on your team, you can talk to him, and he will tell you some of his tricks. Like he was talking about how he likes how OG reads the reads, and he gets in that passing lane and steals the ball. He's like really good at like watching it, and he's picked his brain on it. And he wants to be better at it himself. Precious is really, really good player. Like, seriously, I feel like he's so important to our future, too. Like, Scotty's important, sure, and he should be our franchise player. But I really want Precious to be there next to him, too. Because in some ways, they're very similar in what their possibilities could be. They are. It's similar in some ways. And, yeah, I love his confidence. And there's nothing wrong with what he's saying. And in some ways, it's not cocky confidence that comes from just bullshit. This is real confidence because it's real. And he can back it up. And that's the thing I love about him. It's awesome. Shaq saying OG and Precious need to start taking wagers on how many points man scores on them. Yeah, they could have little side competitions to bring up competition between each other. I'm really curious to see who we match up on tonight. Jakob will probably play Gobert because Gobert's more inside as the center, and Cat's more outside, like run around. So in some ways, it may be smarter to have OG on Cat, but I could also see them putting Scotty on Cat because of his strength and putting on him and maybe a little bit more height than OG. I don't know. It's tough. I would put either OG or Scott on Cat. And then whoever isn't on Cat should maybe go on Anthony. OG may be needing to go on Anthony and Cat gets Scotty. That may be the smartest way to do it. I don't know. Siakam could also guard Cat also. But this is the kind of stuff we got to think about, especially since Darko's doing so much one-on-one defense now. Not a lot of switching. The matchups really matter for one-on-one on defense at this point, who he's lining them up with, because it's not the same kind of defense as last year. And they got to be able to beat them one-on-one, like as far as stopping them and not letting them score. So let's see. Let's see. Taurean Prince was a good pickup for LA, but not good enough. It's only the first game, Nako. I mean, if that's his first game for them, that's pretty damn good. So he's going to get better with them. So it's a little scary. Now, if you guys are doing your fantasy teams, it's a good time to be checking things out and how things going. I have to apologize. I had to tinker with the scoring system a little bit last night because it wasn't exactly right. There were some weird percentage point things that were happening. So I did mess around with the scoring system a little bit last night, but I'm not going to mess around with it anymore. I think I've got it where I want it to be. I just want it to correctly add up the points for the points you're making with shots and stuff. But missed shots hurt you, as you can see in the game last night. You can see that missed shots will hurt you. If you're Eric Gordon last night and you shoot two for like 17, that really, you could be a minus for your fantasy team. So yeah, you got to watch that with your fantasy teams, guys. Randolph Phillips is saying, beloved Raptors freaks, most informative game. Good day and blessings on you all this game day. A convincing win would be a blessing to start a new season. Yes, bless the Raptors. Bless Coach Darko Rajakovic on his new NBA career. It being bountiful and plentiful with W's and lots of success, championships, Atlantic Division championships, Eastern Conference championships, and NBA championships. That's right. Bless it all. Bless you, Randolph, and your family and all your friends and all the Raptor freaks and all your family and friends also. Shaq Lindsay saying, I say 6 on OG and 10 on Precious. They'll say, okay, so you're taking bets on how much they're going to score on them? All right, well, is OG going to guard Anthony Edwards? You know, everybody, there's this meme that's up this week about Jordan Poole, talking about Jordan Poole in the preseason last week, how he scored 41 on the Knicks, and then he turned around and he only had 7 against us. They're trying to act like it's because Jordan Poole is erratic or he's not a very solid player. He's like different night to night, but that's bullshit. The whole reason why he had 7 points against us is OG Anunoby, and nobody's they're leaving that out. They're not saying that, oh, the reason why he got 7 points and shot so badly against the Raptors is because we have really good defensive players that shut him down. No, they're saying he's just garbage. He's like erratic, and he could be 41 against the Knicks and then 7 points against the Raptors. Do you understand why he got 7 points against the Raptors? Casual fans down the States, I don't think you do. Well, that's fine. Sleep on it. And then when he comes and shuts down your superstar in your local town, then you'll know. You'll know then. So don't pay attention to why Jordan didn't get more points in that game. Yeah, go ahead and just think it's because he sucks. And then he just had an off night. Yeah, you don't need to know the real reason why. That OG was the real reason why that man had a 7-point game in that game last Friday night against the Raptors. Yeah, you go ahead and sleep on that. Not give the proper credit to the reason why. You can just say he was a hot garbage in the second game. He's erratic. No, that's not why he was that. He is a very specific person and reason why he had that game. So put some respect and knowledge on that. And this is how I'm going to start building the defensive resume for him to win Defensive Player of the Year. It's like, well, look at what he just did to Jordan Poole. We can just start saying, like, this is his hit list. He's already got Jordan Poole in the preseason. That is very evident that OG Anunoby shut down Jordan Poole last Friday night. And y'all think this is just because he had bad shooting? No, he had a long-arm man stopping him and not letting him make nothing. It's not because he's erratic. It's because he got shut the fuck down. That's what happened, yeah. Let's see, MSJ saying, so excited for tonight. And Lex, you are needed. I'd read Ben Simmons to start the season, Bill Simmons to start the season. The dope writes an article about how the Raptors are irrelevant. Laugh out loud. Fucking loser. Toronto media sucks so bad. Well, they're going to say whatever they want to say down there. Bill Simmons, you're going to find out. We're going to hurt your beloved Celtics this year in some major ways. And you're going to be like, holy crap, I totally underestimated the Raptors, and I should have respected them like I usually should. Yeah, they're going to find out. Let them do this kind of stuff. As Dennis has said, look, they asked Dennis straight up yesterday about what Patrick Beverley said. And he was on a team with Patrick Beverley last year. He said, listen, I love Patrick Beverley as a teammate. Being very clear that he doesn't really like the guy. He just likes him being on his team as a teammate. I love him as a teammate, but if he's not on your team, Pat Bev's going to be Pat Bev. And that's what I'm going to say. And then this is what Dennis said. He's so intelligent and mature and smart. He says, we can't control what other people are going to say. They're going to say stupid things. And he said, I love being underestimated. Let's just put it that way. People have underestimated me my whole entire life. And this is just par for the course. So go ahead, Pat Bev. You're feeding the fire for people like Dennis Schroeder and Scotty Barnes when you say stupid out-of-pocket shit like you did on Monday. Yeah, you do. You feed that fire. Dennis took it. He's listening. This is great motivation, is what Dennis said. This is great motivation. Thank you, Patrick, for saying your stupid shit on your podcast, because it's great motivation for these Raptors to get up and beat your ass on Saturday. That's right. There you go. Yeah, Bill Simmons, he's Celtics. He's straight up Celtics. He might as well be called the Celtics freak, like I'm the Raptors freak, because he is very biased, extremely biased. And of course, he's going to want the Raptors to be irrelevant because he knows that we're a huge threat to his beloved team. And we are going to be this year. We're going to fuck them up. They all think that Celtics are so high and mighty and badass this year. Everybody. We're going to make the real world come crashing down on them this season. Yeah, they're going to come. I'm going to love it so much when we mess them up. In fact, I'm going to go to that in-season tournament game with Tom Dookie when he comes here from Victoria. And we are going to see it firsthand, how we beat the Celtics in the first ever in-season tournament game for both teams. We're going to win that game. You bring Ed Malloy to Toronto, we're going to beat your ass still. I'm telling you, if we see Ed Malloy on that ref crew for that first in-season tournament game with the Celtics, it is a fix. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm calling this 2 weeks before. If we see it, or whatever weeks before, we see Ed Malloy in that game, the NBA's fixed. I'm going to tell you that right now. I know that probably is fixed already, but it'll be confirmation. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. Fiercely saying, I was annoyed Phoenix won, but remembered that they're in my in-season tournament team. I need to reprogram. At least Chef Curry and Looney scored pretty well for my fantasy roster. There you go. You can have mixed interests in games, your fantasy interests, your rooting interests. You know, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it, Fiercely. You may feel a little pulled in different directions, but don't worry. Phoenix is looking pretty good. Bradley Beal sitting out. They say he's back. Charles Barkley, very critical of him. It's the first game of the season. You're already sitting out. I get it. I don't care. Bradley Beal's always been a punk with load management and sitting out games. He's been like this for years in Washington. It's just nobody knew it because they didn't pay attention to Washington. So, yeah, this is how it is. This is how it is. You guys get paid how much money for 4 games a week? And you can't make it to these games. Yeah, it says a lot. Charles is right. Charles is right on a lot of stuff right now. That's right. Seymour's here. Good to see Seymour Pape. What is Seymour saying from the middle of the country here over in Calgary, Alberta, Canada? We love our Seymour, the sheriff. Once Jamal Murray saw Jokic pre-game suit, he already knew the man was all about the business. Convincing win for the Nuggets. Yeah, I saw that clip you posted, the TikTok clip there of Jokic showing up in a very nice suit for the game, and Jamal's like, "Oh, I know we won already," just from seeing him dressed to the nines like that, and it was true. It was true. They did win. Nako's saying that Booker's better than Durant. Old head like me will be like, "You're crazy, Nako." Right now, last night, sure. I'll say that last night, but not overall for their whole entire career and their history. No, Gerald. Come on, man. Yeah, last night, sure. Booker was better than Durant last night. That was the damn truth because Edmund had him on his fantasy team and I had Kevin on mine. And he has a higher score than me today. So, yeah, Booker was better than Durant at least last night. You can't say that for all time. You can't. I'm sorry. Shaq saying, will the real McDaniel stand up? Oh, the one on Minnesota just got paid, so he's sitting out. No, I think he's actually hurt. Let me actually look at what his injury is. Let's see. Jalen McDaniels is out for Wednesday's regular season opener because of a calf injury. So it's a calf injury. I don't know. I don't know how hurt he is, but that's a funny quote. Let's see. Greg Sangreed about Community, Nako. I recommend it to people who need to laugh all the time. First few seasons are incredible. Yeah, I know that show is really good. I just never got into it, so I'm not very knowledgeable about it. I really am not. I got into a certain point where I only watched things on Netflix at a certain point, and I think that's when it was really big on network TV. So I wasn't watching network TV, and then I never binged it. So I've never actually really watched it very closely or very much. I've watched odd episodes just because they were on TV in the background or something like that, but I never got into it. So I can't really say for you what you guys are saying, but I love those kind of shows. I love The Office. I love those kind of like weird Parks and Rec. That's another one that I'm really big on that I watched a lot of. But for some reason, I just didn't get into Community. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I wanted to punch Chevy Chase in the face. That may be part of it right there. Yeah, maybe. Dana's saying I already have my Scotty jersey on. Well, what are you trying to do? All right, you're ahead of me. Fine. All right, I'll put my Scotty jersey on too. Then you don't trying to be like that, Dana. All right, I'll put my Scotty jersey on too. I don't want to feel like I'm behind. MSJ saying, Jokic, no one can slow him. It's like a MVP for him this year. Giannis will have Lillard taking shots away. Joel, nope. And yes, as with our chip, shame on the NBA for weak coverage of Denver's chip. Yeah, they got the ring ceremony last night and stuff like that. That's fantastic. It's a beautiful thing. I think you're right. I think that if Jokic he started with a triple double right away, he has this style of play all year. He's undeniably the MVP of the league, and he's the best player in the NBA. I'm sorry, there's no denying this. Nikola Jokic is the best player in the NBA, y'all. Stop fucking trying to go around it with subterfuge and bullshit. It's just the damn truth, Adam Silver, and embrace it and start putting it on blast the right way. Seymour saying Dana home or away one. I don't know which one she's got, but I've got this red one right here. This nice, beautiful number 4 red. That's right. I'm ready. I'm ready now. Fiercey's bringing up something that was brought up a couple days ago. I didn't want to bring it up, but we'll talk about it. Tim Donaghy is saying the league doesn't want the Raptors to win. Not sure if we discussed this already. We have not talked about this. In some ways, I'm going to avoid it. Because in some ways, I know this is true already. We know this is true. It's not like Tim Donaghy's telling us anything we didn't know. The league does not want the Raptors to win championships. It's not good for revenue. It could even be the U.S. government doesn't want the Raptors to win championships. Seriously. The GDP goes up for Canada if we win. And in some ways, if they're competing countries and it's about power and diplomacy and all this other bullshit, the U.S. is not interested in Toronto winning any championships or World Series. Seriously, because it's economics. It's an economic boom for our country. They want those little economic booms to go off in their cities in the States. So that right there shows you exactly the reason why is that they don't want GDP to go up in Canada. They'd rather it go up in the States. And that's a huge reason why. That, in some ways it could be that there's powers that be are like, no, don't let Toronto ever win again, because we saw how much it helped the economy in Canada. So, I think it's right. He's true, but it's not like Tim Donaghy's not saying anything we didn't know already. This whole league is against us trying to win again. Trust me, it is. And we are ready to fuck that up. That's why we should love Masai, because he's a gangster. He's a G. And he's going to do it anyway, even though they don't want it to happen. They didn't want the first one to happen, but we went and made it happen. So that's what I'm saying. Trust in Masai, because he is the best thing we got against the really insurmountable odds that we have to overtake to get a second championship. When Masai says he wants us to be bona fide, he doesn't want it to be a fluke. He doesn't want us to be a one-hit wonder. He means that. And that means getting a second championship, so that it shows that we can do it multiple times. And that this isn't this bullshit that Tim Donaghy is saying. It's not going to matter, because if we play so good and we beat everybody's ass, we will win the championship again. There is a road for us to do it. And they may make it really hard and crazy, not easy for us. But we are that badass. In some ways, this is like somebody in life. You have all the odds stacked against you, that you are not going to get the privilege of a lot of people are going to get, like the Boston Celtics. That you got to go through the harder route. You got to go through more hurdles and more other bullshit. That's what makes it all the sweeter and more badass when you do get successful, like in 2019. I don't know if casual Raptor fans that just started watching them since the championship understand what I'm talking about right now and how difficult it is to win an NBA championship, especially when the league itself doesn't want you to. So, no, this is true what he's saying. I believe it, but who gives a fuck? Let's be badasses and win anyway. That's what I'm saying. Because Masai thinks that way. I think that way. And the rest of the Raptors fans should be thinking that way too. Seriously. But yeah, it sucks. I believe what Tim's saying, but in some ways he's also a liar. We shouldn't believe totally what he's saying. He's a pathological liar, but this checks. This checks what he's saying. Greg's saying Denver drafted all veteran college players who won at that level. Wave of the future with restricted free agents getting poached from last season onwards with new CBA. Top teams will covet second rounds for this, I think. Interesting. If they could start, with the NIL stuff, with them making money, maybe these guys will stay in college and get a little more seasoned and ready for the NBA than just fucking running in and having to do development years here. In some ways, that's a better way. In some ways, I would much rather draft a Koloko who's got like 3 or 4 years in the league than a guy who just went 1 year like Gradey. So this is something that's interesting that Greg's talking about. And I get it. It makes sense. It's a good strategy, but you got to make sure these guys are staying in college longer because these one and done guys are not good enough NBA players in some ways. They're not ready. Even Scott, I love that Scott came to the team already, but he only had 1 year at FSU. And in some ways, I feel like that did injustice to him in some ways. Like he needed a little bit more. Interesting take, Greg. And I won't disagree with it. Now, as far as our restricted free agents, there's one that I want to make sure we restrict and we keep here. And that is Mr. Achiuwa. Yeah. G saying, apparently Tim Donaghy said the league doesn't want Raptors to win more chips. Yes. Yeah. Well, we know this. A lot of them are always saying it in the establishment. They say, well, you guys won one. Don't expect to ever win one ever again. That is one of my biggest fears and worries is that kind of sentiment and idea will win out. But I don't think it will. I think that we're a genius kind of franchise, and we do a lot of things very smart around the edges to make sure things happen, even if, things are stacked against us. So even if this is true, and even if we know this, who cares? Let's be badasses and overcome it anyway. And that's what I'm going to say. When we win our second championship, because we will, it will be so awesome because we'll know just how much we were up against. And the rest of the league can say, oh, this is a fluke championship. Oh, they won again. It's a fluke. Well, they're not paying attention to just how much is against us trying to win it. And if we win the second one, and when we do, yeah, it's going to really feel good because nobody wanted this in the NBA other than Raptors Nation and the Raptors. Yeah. Smooth's here. Good to see Smooth. Good morning, all. If Christian is out for the season, can the Raptors apply for a disabled player exception? Yes. But I don't know if they want to signal that he is. That's why the ambiguousness about Christian and the duration of how he's going to be gone. We don't know how long it could be. In some ways, it's already been like 3 or 4 months. It could be another 3 or 4 months. It could be the whole season. It could be just another month. I don't know. They're so vague about Christian right now. But that possibility is there if this does turn out to be this way. But in some ways, they have to shut him down for the season and make it be known for them to really use the player exception for this. So we'll have to see. If there's news about it, I will let you guys know as soon as I know, as always. And we'll see what they do. Fun guy saying, woo, season opener, baby. That's right, big man. Get Gradey, get crazy, get Gradey out there. Get Scotty and OG and Precious and Gary and all the guys out there on the court playing the Raptors basketball. Once again, Minnesota, come and bring it. We're ready to smack you down. Smackdown Hotel, jabroni. That's right. Top saying Jokic was a beast last night. I was disappointed when they gave Embiid MVP because he was whining about it. Jokic dominated stats-wise and on the court last season. He has had the last laugh, though. I know. You can give Embiid the fake MVP award because you feel sorry for him, a guy who didn't deserve it ever because he has not got the accolades all the other MVPs have. You can look at his resume, and it just doesn't stack up to Giannis or any of these other guys who won MVP in the years just before him. Yeah, he doesn't stack up. He doesn't fit in the category. That's why Joel is a fake MVP, and Nicholas should have had his third MVP in a row. Well, go win the championship and be the finals MVP. And that's the last laugh right there. That's right. A fun guy saying Precious can most certainly guard the one very comfortably too. I wouldn't want him to do it the whole game, but in stints, yeah, he could tie up the one pretty good. At least his lateral quickness side to side is really good. And if he has the right distance from them, and he's so strong too, and he's long. That's the thing. These guys are like all three attributes maxed: speed, strength, and length. That's so hard to beat. And like Dennis was saying yesterday in his interview, he thinks that people are going to have a really hard time scoring on the Raptors this year. We've been that team for a while. Nick's frenetic, crazy trapping and doubling scheme last year, yeah, that's very hurried and scary. But I think in some ways, with the laid back one-on-one straight play them straight up style that Darko's going to do, we're going to be overpowering in that way also. That they're still going to be trying to be like opportunists and getting in the passing lanes and getting deflections and stealing the ball and getting in transition, but they're not likely to take as many risks as far as going all out and cheating or running after the steals and then getting burned and then them getting an easy score in the corner or something. There's going to be more staying at home and beating guys on a one-on-one level. Darko has a philosophy of saying, like, look, this is the work you have to put in. You have to guard your guy. And we're not going to rely on a team system to come bail you out if you get burned. You need to keep your guard on your guy, and then we'll be fine. So I'm excited about the differences in our defense, and I still think we're going to have a very, very good defense. In fact, our defense may be better this year than it was last year, and these guys are putting out way less effort. Let's just put it that way. So I'm excited about it a lot. Yeah. MSJ saying I have my critical eye on Precious. Yet when he talks to press, he seems very intelligent. And yeah, he was late to basketball in life, hurt last year, but I feel it's going to come together now. Yeah. Yeah. I honestly, there's nothing not to like about Precious. He's got the right mindset. He's got the right attitude. He's a great teammate. He's a great young man. He's an exceptional athlete. And he's special. He's a special player, and he is very much somebody that Masai covets. I know, because he has a long time relationship with Masai from way before even, he has a relationship with him from when he was at Memphis. He has a relationship from way back. So he's known Precious for a while. And that's something that'll be in our favor. Precious, let me do this real quick. We'll do the Instagram check right now since we're talking about Precious. We'll start with Precious. Precious is putting on blast the Raptors official admin, putting the We the North flag huge behind the CN Tower in downtown Toronto. He is proud to be a Raptor. That's what I'll take this as. If Precious is going to repost the Raptors We the North flag with the CN Tower and getting the season ready, this man's hyped, and he is proud to put on that red and black for the Toronto Raptors. I'm going to say that right now. Christian Koloko posting a post of all the Arizona players who are in the NBA for this season. Him there with Steve Kerr and Ben Mathurin and TJ McConnell, players like that, all Arizona Wildcats that are involved in this year's season. We got Lowe drinking some wine in the West Village of New York. Okay. Mr. New York City's got Kevin Hart posted. He's doing some motivational speaking or something. There's a picture. It hits different. If you know, you know. My dog, Mr. New York City's Media Day pictures. And then there's a picture of his lady, and they're saying we had talks about nights like this. And this is from last night. So it's got to be that Marquee is a little giddy about the eve before the opening of the NBA season and him going to his first NBA game as a player on a roster, sitting on the bench. So he may have had a little bit of butterflies in his stomach, a little bit of excitement, a little bit of kind of like anticipation last night about today. And I love that. He said, we had talks about nights like this. I love it so much. Dennis has got his world champions Team Germany shirt on. And he's saying just a few more days till the basketball season. There's some soccer highlights. And then he's got a very serious look. He's wearing one of his That's Tough hoodies. He looks real serious. Like he's all business. Like, don't mess with Dennis. Seriously. Pat Bev, you're going to find out. You come mess with Dennis Schroeder, whether he has dog or not. In some ways, you're crazy. Did you not remember that Dennis is on our team now? Because he's dog. I think you should know that because he was your teammate last year and you saw him. He has dog. Come on now. And then there's a picture of him with Kyle Kuzma from the other night on Friday night. Kuzma with his little kissy lips on his hairstyle. And they're all teammates from the Lakers. Dennis's first stint on the Lakers, Kuzma was still there. And that's how they know each other, is from the Laker days. Thad Young putting on blast with the NBA season. He's got a whole bunch of people from around, I guess that's Jared Allen. These are all the people that are in his his representation group or something, tandem. So there's Thad Young with that. And there's Scotty has got a new commercial out for his trade school, and Jack Armstrong's in it. I remember Jack got brought up on his stream on Monday. Scotty was, I guess he'd been around Jack Armstrong for this commercial recently. And he was talking about Jack because he heard Jack in his 26th season of calling Raptors games. And that really impressed Scotty actually on Monday. He was saying, man, 26th season, Jack is my dude. I love Jack. He's such a good broadcaster, is what Scotty was saying about Jack Armstrong on Monday. So he's proud of Jack's longevity with the team, 26 years. And obviously he's friends with him. And they did this commercial, obviously, because it's he's in the trade school commercial with Scott. So very, very cool. Siakam had a new drop, his PS43 summer mixtape. It's always cut up and edited real nice with music and fast cuts and him just living his amazing life from this summer. So definitely check out Siakam's clips. As always, they're always fun and good stuff. We got Monique with Leo to start the season. I love it. She's coming home is what she's saying. And she got the new City Edition jersey on blast on her stories. There's a picture of her with Drake. She's celebrating Drake's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to Drake then and now. Love seeing Monique with our global ambassador in that picture. That's such an awesome picture, Mo. You and Drake. And there's she's putting on blast the Raptors Media Day. Grady and Gary and Pascal and stuff. And there's the flag behind the CN Tower, We the North. You go, Monique. You are a super fan, and I love you, and I'm so happy you get to go to the game tonight. Slim Duck with a picture of him coming off the plane, looking styling. Yeah, just good stuff all around. Oh, Darko did this yesterday. Yesterday, he went to Parkdale Collegiate, and he visited their ladies basketball team and gave them a pep talk out of surprise. All of a sudden, he just came in the room. They didn't even know who he was, though. I don't know if they know who Darko is yet. These young ladies are not keeping up with Raptors news. They need to watch the Raptorsfreak, obviously, because they're like, who's this guy? And it's like, this is the new coach of the Raptors. And they're like, wait, who? What? This is Darko. Oh, this is the coach of the Raptors. Yeah, he's come to talk to y'all. Come on, get a little more excited, Parkdale ladies. Jeez, that's Darko Rajakovic. And he gave them a nice pep talk for their game and stuff, and gave them tickets to the game tonight. So the Raptor came out with a bunch of tickets for them. Yeah, now they're cheering. They don't cheer when they see Darko come out, though. Come on now, ladies. That's embarrassing. Keep up on your basketball sports stuff. That's the coach of the Raptors. Come on now. You should know that. All right, there's your Raptors Instagram check. Good stuff. Good stuff with the Raptors in the community and doing their stuff. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Top of Top saying he's excited for this new season as well. Let's go. A lot of promise, a lot of possibilities. I think the Raptors are going to be a lot better than most people think. I think that people are going to be very shocked at how good Darko is as a coach. They're going to be very shocked about Scotty making leaps. And they're going to be very shocked about how we don't miss Nick and Fred. They're going to be shocked about all three of those things right there. G saying, don't want to put this out there, but long COVID gave my friend asthma. Good news, it did get better over time, but it took a while. I mean, these are real concerns. There's a lot of things about COVID that we don't totally understand, and it does affect people's bodies in weird ways. There's brain stuff. There's all kinds of weird stuff. That's why I'm just staying the hell away from it. That's why I'm moving out of the city, y'all. I'm just getting out of here. All right, let's see. Top saying, defensively, I'm not worried about us. My biggest concern is guarding smaller, quick guards, i.e. point of attack, D, especially when Dennis sits. This is a good thing to talk about, top. So you're confident with Dennis, obviously, because you're fine with him when he's out there. And I get what you're saying. In some ways, it's a Malachi shot. Shot at Malachi, maybe. Or, you're right in some ways. I think Malachi can be okay. Now, also, we've got like people like Gary. Gary can do a little bit of a point of attack kind of defense. It's pretty good. If Dennis is not out there. We don't know how good Grady could be at this. In some ways, Grady could be a pleasant surprise about how he is on certain ways on defense, but maybe not on small guard. You're probably right. I don't know. We're going to have to see this. As Darko says, this is a work in progress. There's going to be mistakes that are made. There's going to be problems that arise. And it's about how you handle them and adjust. And it's about how your team responds. So that's going to be part of the fun. Last year, we didn't respond well to adversity. Our team would wallow and be shitty and play bad, and they didn't find their way out of it. They just kind of wallowed in it like a pig. Well, this year, we got to figure out how to get it out of the mud, as Scott would say, instantaneously. We can't be in the mud for like 2 quarters of the game or a whole quarter. We need to get out of the mud within minutes. And that's why Darko's really keen on not allowing the offense to go stagnant in the preseason and in training camp, because that is how he's going to try and stop that, is to make sure that offense is flowing good. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see if there's issues with small guards burning us this year like there were last year. There may not be this year. And you may be very pleasantly surprised top by that. Let's see how Maxey does on Saturday. How about that? Let's see how Maxey does. Smooth is saying, I think by now, Toronto has to have an idea what Christian is dealing with. Whatever it is, they should be proactive and get ahead of it, just speaking from a basketball perspective. In some ways, it may not do them justice or help the team if they disclose what's going on with Christian right now. In some ways, like we say, the players are stocks. And in some ways, you don't want to kill his stock with proprietary knowledge that there's something wrong with him until it's absolutely necessary or for sure. And that may be part of it. In some ways, there's things in the balance, this young man's career. And you don't want to have bad publicity come out or something weird about what he's dealing with. So I don't know. They have to handle this delicately. And in some ways, we're on a need-to-know basis. When we need to know, we'll know. But right now, we don't need to know, I guess. So Kareem's saying, I think Koloko has inherited COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. I don't know if Kareem is joking around because he's such a jokester all the time. I think he's being serious here. I hate that if he has anything like this would be bad. But hopefully he just gets healthy and he can play soon. Wayne's saying, finally, the Raptors are here to make us Raptor freaks ecstatic. Thanks for getting us through the summer lexicon. Big up to all the freaks. I love that. Wayne called me Lexicon. That's an old nickname that I used to get called by some of my very closest friends. So that made me think of them. And I want to give Wayne a dunk for that old nickname. That's nice. Let's see. I appreciate y'all being here with me this summer. I mean, seriously, this is a two-way street. I can't do this channel without people showing up. And being here every morning is a whole haul. But it's been very enjoyable. And yeah, we made it. We got through this off season and now we're ready to start the season again. It was a haul, but it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Chris comes saying, happy first game day of the season, Lex. Wolves are no joke for once to me, but I'm hoping the Raps can pull out the dub. Love our wings on defense. Thank you, Chriscom. Great Chriscom, one of our great prognosticators. Thank you, Chriscom, and happy first game of the season to you also. Yeah, I believe that the Wolves are on the uprise. But I think they're still a Midwestern team. I don't think that they're a serious contender in the West, but they're getting better and better, like certain teams around the league. They're kind of like Oklahoma City to me. They've got some good promise, but there's issues there. I don't totally like their roster construction. Once again, I'll say they're starter heavy and their bench is suspect. And if we can wear them out with pace tonight, this would be a very sound strategy by Darko. You're going to play a 10-man rotation and just wear them out. Keep your guys fresh and keep them moving and keep that ball moving and wear them the hell out, especially the two big guys, Anthony Towns and Gobert. You wear those guys down, they won't be playing as much in the second half or as useful in the second half. Let's just put it that way. Greg saying, okay, thanks for the warning, G. Clear career pivot. I'll get my hot dog cart outside Scotiabank and retrofit to turn out ref-inspired favorites. I'm learning my emojis, Sensei Tom. Yeah, Tom is the emoji master. That's for sure. You know what? Listen, Greg, whatever you're going to do, I know your catering business probably does really well, but it'd be fun. Wouldn't it be cool to make food for NBA refs? Maybe that means you work for the Raptors. I mean, that might be a dream job, Greg. I see these chefs that are in the OVO Center making the food for the Raptors as they're coming off the training court. Maybe you should be in there, man. That'd be so awesome if Greg was like a chef for the Raptors organization. That would be pretty damn cool. I will tell you that right now. Top saying at Smooth, they can't have a wasted year for a young player. They need to apply for a ball exemption or like Chicago did with Ball, like a player exemption. Yeah, I don't know. All things in the right order, top. I'm sure if this is going to be an issue, then Masai and Bobby will be on top of it, and they will get this exception. If this is the case, there may be an order to it as to how they're going to do it. Don't feel like they're wasting something or not getting something done quick enough. They may actually know that Christian's going to be back, and they can't do this. That may be part of it also. So let's not like fill in the blanks with thinking this is what this is or this is. With Koloko, everything is extremely vague. And we can't know right now. So we're on a need to know basis. We don't need to know yet. They'll figure out when we need to know what's going on with Koloko, and they'll tell us then. Fun guy saying, "Hell no, Community is not even close to the best. Y'all should watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, best ever made." Here we go. We're getting a little debate on sitcoms. It's Always Sunny is very good. I watched that show, and I very much enjoy that show. That show is ridiculous. Those are awful people, and they're so delightful to watch. But yeah, I'm a big sitcom fan, and that's a one I'll fully endorse. Also, I don't mind Community. I don't hate it. I just don't know it that well. I'm not gonna slag on it. It's just something I never got into. I guess I wasn't the show wasn't appealing to me. The character that was supposed to appeal to me, I guess, that I was supposed to see myself in was Joel McHale, and I hate that guy. I fucking hate that guy. I just don't like the person, the actor. Like I don't like his style and the way he is, like his jokiness, his sense of humor. I don't like him. So it's made it hard for me to get into Community, is because I specifically don't like that actor. And I'm not a big fan of Chevy Chase at this point. I was when he was younger and he was making movies, Saturday Night Live, but I'm not as an old man. He's an asshole. And then I mean Don Glover's awesome, and that other guy, his buddy, he's great. And the ladies on the show, as I said, all of them are fantastic. It's just I don't like Joel McHale, and it just made me not want to watch the show. Smooth Brown Man saying that Kareem Thomas, oh my God, if that's the case, his career is over. Well, let's not want any of this stuff happens. Once again, the NBA is not guaranteed for anybody. Life isn't guaranteed for anybody. There's no guarantees. And sometimes sad, bad shit happens. And I hate it if Koloko is not going to be able to play anymore. But in some ways, we don't want to over dramatize this. We don't want to make it seem like, oh, this is a fail on the Raptors or anything like that. This is just a sad circumstance if this turns out this way. Let's hope and pray that Christian gets healthy and he's able to resume his NBA career. That's what we want. And let's not go doomsday on this and say, oh, it's just a given, he's done. I don't know. We don't know. We can't fill this in with any of the information yet. Y'all need to just let it be clear, like empty. Leave that Mad Libs empty. Leave that page empty. Don't fill in the verbs and the subjects and the nouns and stuff on that Mad Libs. Let's just let it be empty for a while. We'll get it filled in at some point. Let's see. Smooth saying, yep. And Greg saying, watching it now for the first time, fun guy, third season. It makes me question my own purity when I laugh at stuff. Great show. Freaks have great taste in comedy shows. Okay, great. Randolph saying, Lex, NBA Chef messed up yesterday. Posted that Precious got extended. Seems like he has since pulled the video. Wonder where he got that info. I don't know. I mean, sometimes there's misinformation out there that you read and you buy into and you get misled. It sounds like that may have been something. Maybe he misread something or misheard something, and he made the piece, and then he was like, "Oh, this didn't actually happen. This shit happens." I make mistakes on this channel all the time. But that's interesting that he went all the way and made a whole video and then put it out. I love Shab. I'm not going to diss him. And you know what? We all make mistakes. And I wish his clip had been true, though. I wish his clip had been true. Fun guy saying, Greg, I promise you haven't seen anything yet with this show. There are 18 seasons. Funniest show ever. He's a big fan of It's Always Sunny. They were still making this episodes of the show in recent years. So it has been around forever. And Danny DeVito, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's so good. Cowboy saying, good morning, Lex. Bam, Raptor Freaks. Bam. It's game day, and I talked to Darko. He's heating up his cast iron skillet already. Season getting ready to cook some Timberwolf. Dinner is at 7:30. Wow. Bradley's like making this a whole other kind of ref meal, or just a Raptor meal. Let's like cut that Timberwolf meat up and grill it and season it right. And tastiness off the barbecue later tonight. Darko's cooking it up. That's right. Darko, interesting interview on the Raptors show yesterday, talking about how the makeup he had for Captain Jack Sparrow couldn't come off easily. It was like he'd never worn that much makeup before. His wife helped him and put the makeup on, and he didn't realize how tough it was to get makeup off his face after it. Like a pretty good interview with those guys yesterday with Coach Darko. Coach Darko at one point said, Will who? Will who? He didn't even realize he was talking to Will Lou. That's right. Will who? Will who? That was funny. Trevor J saying, tonight the Raptors are going to have lots of buckets. I like that, Trevor J. I like that. And Trevor saying, I saw that video too. I was laughing my head off. Yeah. Let's see. G saying, Yak on Gobert. Yeah. Scotty on Cat. OG on Ant. Pascal and Precious as defensive reinforcement. Dennis being a pest. Did I miss anyone? Yeah. Dennis going to be on Conley. And he's very. This is a good matchup for us. This is another reason why we need to start Dennis, is because he is a really savvy veteran. Gary's a great player, but he's still very young. We got to remember this. And Dennis is in his 11th season, and he really knows the NBA people very well and their instincts and what they like to do. So having Dennis Schroeder out there starting against Mike Conley, a great veteran point guard of this league, is a smart decision. Let's just put it that way. For people that are still pushing for Gary to start instead, in some ways, we don't want Scotty trying to run around after Mike Conley. And Dennis is needed as a defensive point guard to guard Mike Conley in a very cerebral, smart way because he knows him very well. So I like that. I like that. Cool Cat's here. Lex, I'm not able to move bench players to starter role on fantasy game. Well, when are you trying to do it? If you're trying to do it during the game, you can't do it during the game. You got to set your lineups before the game tips off. So everything can be done right up until the game tips off. But once they tip that game off, you can't move anything around. So Cool Cat, you need to do it earlier in the day. Don't wait until the games start because that it locks your lineup once the games start. So make sure you're doing it before the game starts. That's the only time it locks you out is if you're trying to do it after the game has started. Now, if you're trying to acquire a player to play and you do it after the game starts, you can't put them in the game. So do it all before the games even start. You can do everything before the game start, but once games start, you can't do anything. That game is set, and you got to make sure you got your lineup set by then. But if you get there too late and they already tipped the ball, you're too late. That's just how it is. So Tom Duke's saying, go to the My Team section, and then you should be able to do it. Yeah, maybe Cat. I don't know. I mean, it's important when you do it. It will lock you out if the game's already started. You can't do it if it's already started. That's probably what it is right there. Let's see. Where are we? Tom Duke. Tom Duke was the last person I had. All right, let's see. G saying the NBA is investigating the Suns for tampering with Drew Eubanks. Imagine losing picks for this. I thought, that is pretty funny, G. I didn't know that they're investigating for tampering. Interesting. Maybe they should come and investigate Daryl Morey for tampering with Nick Nurse. Maybe they should go investigate Steve Ballmer for tampering with Kawhi Leonard. Why aren't they investigating these tampering incidents with the Raptors? They're going to investigate over Drew Eubanks? What the fuck? Seriously, these are big-time people I'm talking about. Kawhi Leonard, Nick Nurse. Why won't you investigate the tampering with that, Adam Silver? Daryl Morey straight up said he asked Nick Nurse to come coach for him while he was still under contract with us. And well, look what happened. That sounds like tampering to me. Seriously. Even if Daryl Morey just came up to him out of the side and said, Nick, you should come and coach for me. Come and coach for me. Fuck up your job at the Raptors and come coach for me. That's all that's tampering. That's tampering. So go and investigate Daryl Morey in the Sixers organization for tampering with Nick and making his career with the Raptors go down south with some bullshit he fed to his head. Seriously. Davis saying, laugh out loud. There's no way. Haha. That would be funny if they got in trouble for Drew Eubanks. That's not somebody you want to get in trouble over. Trevor's saying, NBA Chev, he saw information on Twitter and Chev went in. Listen, there's so much misinformation out there, honestly. Everybody should be ready to be eating crow and saying, I made a mistake and it's wrong, because you will be finding misinformation sometimes. It's going to be harder and harder because misinformation is going to look like real information more and more as time goes on. David's saying, if it's on Twitter, it's got to be real. Laugh out loud. No, definitely. Twitter's not where I'm getting most of my news unless it's a reputable account. If it's Woj, I'll listen to it. If it's Lewenberg, I'll listen to it. If it's Grange, I'll listen to it, even though I won't like it probably. But yeah, MSJ saying Steve Simmons, not Ben or Bill. Sorry, my mistake. Well, there's a lot of fucking Simmonses. There's a Ben, there's a Lionel, there's a Richard. Give me the right fucking Simmons, Chris. Jeez, man. Steve Simmons. Okay, so you're talking about Toronto Sun, asshole. Steve Simmons. Okay. All right. He wrote that secretly Masai is not happy with the Raptors team. It's why independent coverage like you is all I will follow now. Yeah, well, whatever Steve Simmons is saying, I don't listen to him. He works for the Sun. The Sun is a tabloid. It's a piece of crap. And not only that, Steve Simmons isn't even a beat reporter. He's an editorialist. He's an opinion person. He's just like that Joe Warmington guy. He's just writing bullshit on the side. So, you know what? I don't know if he's right or not. In some ways, I don't think he's right about Masai not being happy. He may be doing. He thinks he's reading into what he's doing with these guys as far as the extensions and holding them over their heads and not giving them anyone. He's misreading that is what Steve Simmons is doing. He's totally misreading the goals and what we're trying to do, and he wants to characterize it in a negative light or put it out like that. Whatever. He's wrong. Masai likes his guys and he wants them to succeed, and he's setting them up to succeed, and he wants to pay them. So whatever Steve Simmons is trying to put out there, whatever, it's cockamamie bullshit as usual from most of the Toronto Sun is cockamamie bullshit. Yeah. Randolph saying, Lex, I had to check my TV settings because those players in the West all look massive. Wow. Really? You think they look? I don't watch when we come to the court tonight. Seriously. Watch how we look when we get out on the court. We are big. We're a very, very big team. A very, very big team. And you know what? Whatever. I don't know what. I didn't actually watch the games last night. I just followed the box score and saw some highlights, but I didn't actually watch the games. Cowboys saying, "Let's go." He's got all the emoticons there, and Trevor's saying, "I said it before, and I'm going to say it again." Coach Darko for Coach of the Year. Okay, I don't mind that goal. If that happens, that'd be amazing. It's not likely. They didn't give Nick a Coach of the Year, and he won a championship in his rookie year, so it's not going to be likely that Darko wins. It's more like you get it the year after because you showed such good in that year. So I don't think this is likely, but we'd love for it to happen at some point. But I don't think it's likely this year. Seymour saying our city jersey is top 5 in the league, and there's some very ugly city jerseys this year. Remember your shades. I saw that clip you posted with that young lady who's critiquing all the city edition jerseys. She was pretty funny. And she was on point with a lot of her takes for the most part. Yeah, I don't mind our city edition jersey. I think it looks weird. It looks a little bit like a Pacers jersey, but it's gold. And I like it. I like it. It's different. It's a different look, and it's going to look way better on TV than it does just in a picture. Watch, it will. Those jerseys are going to look pretty fire when they're on our players and they're out there on the court. It's just right now in the pictures, they're kind of like, what is this? This looks weird. I like our city edition jerseys. They're not officially out. They did not really unveil them officially. This has been leaked out by Dennis by accident. And, we'll see. They just want to make another jersey that everybody has to buy, obviously. Let's see. Seymour saying that Tim Donaghy story hurt my heart. It just hit different. Yeah, but it's not anything we already didn't know, Seymour. Seriously. In some ways, Tim Donaghy is a smart guy that's just telling the truth. No, he's not a smart guy, and he doesn't tell the truth. But in this case, he probably is telling the truth. So it's not that we didn't know this. Now, if you don't want to be a Raptors freak or care about cheering for the Raptors, if you feel like it's futile or there's no fucking point, that's your choice. But that's the thing. I'm going to fucking go with it anyway. I don't care if the odds are absolutely stacked against us. This is how diehard and crazy I am. I will go through the craziest seasons and the losing and the winning and whatever to get to another championship. And the will to get there will get us there. So, yeah, even if they think that they don't want us to do it, they don't want it to happen, that doesn't mean they have total control over it. They really don't. And if their league is on the up and up, and if it's a real legitimate league, everybody out of all the 30 teams should have a chance to win a championship every single year. If it's fixed, and they already fixed it, that the Raptors will never win a second championship ever again, well, shame on y'all. Your league is fixed. And why is anybody watching it? So that's the way I got to look at it, like that. I mean, they're going to hurt us. They're going to try and impede us. But fuck them. We'll just ride over their speed bumps and go get it anyway, is what I'm saying. Yeah. Nameless is saying Masai is the capo di tutti capi of the Nadrada Geta clan here in Southern Ontario. I don't even know what you're talking about, Nameless. This is some sort of mafioso stuff, kind of La Costa Nostra kind of shit. I don't know if I want to have anything to do with this. Seriously, I don't need no horse in my bed. No, I don't. Fiercely saying, silly question. What happens to new teammates at ring ceremony? Those who didn't play at the playoffs, they just stand there and watch? I know someone like Bruce Brown will have it shipped to him. Yeah, they don't get their ring. They weren't on the team. If you're a new player, if you're a rookie and you just showed up, yeah, you got to stand on the side and just watch. That is how they do it. Yeah, the guys who were on the team last year, go get their rings. And if you're new or a free agent that just showed up this offseason, you go stand by the coach on the bench or something. Yeah, that's how they do it. It's awkward. Yeah, sure. But maybe that's some impetus and get up and go. I want to get one of those too. I want to play and get one of those too. Okay, you guys want to repeat? Michael Malone said, you want to repeat? It's going to be a tall order. In some ways, it'll be tough. It's really tough to repeat in the NBA at this point. Monique saying, Jama definitely going to be feeling the emotions tonight. Did we talk about when Jama said we need a facelift? I can't remember. That was in an interview like 2 weeks ago where Jama said, yeah, I didn't realize the team was in this bad of shape and needed this much change until he came back. Yeah, because he's kind of juxtaposing it from when he left and how things were when he was still here. And then he went to Gold State for 2 seasons and came back. And he's like, whoa, in the 2 seasons I was gone, things kind of went south here a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Jama's happy to be back in Canada. I think that that's a big thing. In some ways, I wonder why he came back. Because he wants to be more with his family and on this side of the border. Because he had a really good job with the Warriors and he was in a good spot there. But I love that his loyalty was to come back to Toronto and be back on this side of the border. It could be some things in his personal life. It works out better for him to be in Toronto. So I'm just glad he's back. He is definitely a plus and a positive for us to have around our team again, for sure. Nameless saying, Masai's from Catanzaro, Calabria, not Nigeria. Okay, nameless. All right, you go mafioso Masai. That's fine. That's fine. Lumpy's here. Hey, what's up, Lumpy Rex? Freaks. Yeah, I always love seeing Lumpy Rex, a great Raptor freak, a big, huge Raptor fan in the Raptors world of fandom. And he's excited about the opening season tonight, too. Lumpy Rex 007, you're my buddy, man. What's up, man? Cowboy Sam, who's Pat Beverly? I don't know. Who is that? I don't know. Cowboy, you want a dunk? I'm just going to give you a dunk right there. Just because it's like, who the fuck is that? Does he have a ring? No, I don't think he does. What does he do? Is he like a starter? Is he like a good scorer? No, he's not that. Who is he then? Who is Pat Beverly? Patrick Beverly. Is he that guy that was starred on A Different World with Jasmine Guy? And he wore those glasses that flip up and down. I think that's who that is. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Dwayne Wayne. Isn't that who he is? Isn't that Dwayne Wayne is who Patrick Beverly is? He's like fake Dwayne Wayne. It's like, why don't we ask him where Lisa Bonet is? Hey, Patrick Beverly, where's Lisa Bonet? Why don't we ask him that tonight? Where's Lisa Bonet? Are you in a different world? I swear I've seen you on A Different World and you were wearing these glasses that flip up and down. Yeah, I swear I've seen you on that show. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, that's right. Evelyn's saying, if you were traveling on a 504 King streetcar or a replacement bus between 5 p.m. and 11:59 p.m., October 25th, you will not have to pay a fare. Ciroc Vodka is sponsoring a free ride on this route. Well, that's nice. That's a weird comment, Evelyn. I mean, I know around New Year's we have free transit here in the city. It's very nice. For Halloween, that would be smart, but I guess this is for Halloween weekend. So if people are in costumes this weekend and they want to go out and party and be safe, transit's going to be paid for by the vodka company. So they want you to go buy the vodka, so because they paid for the transit. So go buy the vodka. That's what they're saying. All right, Evelyn, good news to know for Toronto people. There you go. Salute to the Cowboy from Seymour. I like it. Wayne saying the Raptors players have improved on their answers to questions dramatically, and that's great for clarity and dispelling garbage verbiage. Well, they're more savvy and smart about saying things that won't cause dumpster fires. And that's important in today's world. Everything can be misconstrued and taken into other places when it really isn't what their intention was. So they're very matter of fact. I like the way that these guys don't talk about contracts. The way that extensions and contracts got brought up all the time by these idiots in our press is annoying. And I love that they just say, I pay someone to take care of this. You just go talk to them. Oh, you don't know who they are? Well, good. You shouldn't know my business anyway. Mahahaha. You don't know my agent, so you can't interview him. So yeah, it's the best way to do things. It's above my pay grade. Actually, it's below your pay grade, Pascal. You get paid more than those guys. Oh, okay. It's below my pay grade to talk about my contract. I'm sorry. There you go. Cowboys saying always Mr. Mountain Standard Time. That's right. That's right. Evelyn's saying Ciroc sponsoring the free ride in celebration of Raptors opening game. Oh, they're doing it today. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Well, that's very kind of them. That's very nice of them. I don't know why I thought 25th is weekend. It's today. Okay, so I was thinking it was for Halloween party people, but it's for the game. Thank you, Evelyn, for that. Seymour's got the Mug Brothers in effect. Cheers. I love it. Let's fucking go. Mug Brothers. MSJ saying, without Fred, adding Yak, our defense can't be anything but better this year. A lineup of Scotty, OG, Jalen McDaniels, Pascal, and Yak never had a lineup, never a hard lineup to score on. A very hard lineup to score on. I don't know what you said. Never hard lineup to score on. No, it is a hard lineup to score on. Yeah, I mean, we could look at it this way. Fred for Dennis is an upgrade on defense. We can all agree on that. Can we all agree on that? That Fred for Dennis is an upgrade? Can we agree that Jalen McDaniels is another 6'9" vision guy that can play both ends of the floor, and he just adds another long, lanky shot blocker on our team? Yes. Can we agree that Jakob Poeltl getting a training camp and a system built around him, included in mind, instead of just added to the mix in the middle of the season with nothing just thrown together all of a sudden, is that going to have a factor? Yes. Is maybe even Darko's philosophy of staying at home and playing one-on-one defense going to have a factor on this? Yes. I think we're going to be a much better defensive team this year. And everybody's going to wake up to it real quick, because one of the things is we're going against the grain. This league wants to be more offensive, but we're doubling down on being more badass offensively. And in some ways, something's got to give, right? And in some ways, defense does beat offense, especially if it's suffocating. If we see teams struggle to score 100 points against the Raptors every night, that's a sign of it. If we see teams that don't get to 100, that's a sign of our team being a badass defensive team. So let's pay attention to that number this season. Our opponents scoring 100 or more points, or are we holding them under 100? Because we could very well be one of these teams this year that has a lot of opponents scoring in the 90s at the end of the game, and we're getting over 100 ourselves. I could see that. Yeah, Cowboys saying alley-oop to Seymour. We got to catch up to Kareem. All right, wait, whoa. You can't be doing this just to kind of get after him. I don't want y'all doubling down on Kareem like they do Scotty in 2K. No. We can't do this. Just give them for when they're warranted, Cowboy. But I did give Seymour a dunk there. Cowboy saying, good morning, Granny Swag. Alley-oop to Fiercey. You want an alley-oop to Fiercey? All right, we'll give an alley-oop to Fiercey. Fiercey was winning yesterday on trivia and in life, just in general. Fiercey is winning. I don't bites here. Good morning to Philly fan. Let's see what this Philly fan's saying. Not our favorite Philly fan, but a Philly fan that frequents us from time to time. Remember, Raptor Freak, when the Sixers are top 4 best team all year, I'll be checking up on you. I hope you will. Seriously, I don't care what happens this year, whether, whatever happens with the standings, come and check on us. I don't mind. We can talk about what's happening. We can. Now, will you hold up to that bargain if the Sixers are not what you said? If there's a lot of issues with y'all, are you going to still come and show your face here? Probably not. You're only going to come here if your team is good and they're okay. So I have a feeling I might not see you this season, actually. This happens with you guys. You guys talk a mean, bad-ass talk in the beginning of the season, Sixers Nation. But then some point during the season, kind of you go away. Like you're not around all of a sudden. So we'll see. I don't bite. Respect. And have a good, fun season. I don't want your team to do well, but I wish you well as a person and all the best to you. How about that? Cowboys saying, I see you, Tom, making that Darko cut alley-oop. All right. You know what? You want to get Tom one. I'm all about giving Tom dunks. Tom is the man. We got to give Tommy some more dunks for sure. Name was saying, don't bite. It's a little early to be drinking. No, we got something for your boy, Patricia Beverly, too. You're saying this man's drinking because he's delusional? That's kind of crazy. I don't know. I don't bite's proud of his team, and this is the beginning of the season, so there's a lot of promise. There's a lot of ways this can go. We'll get some results and interesting things about things with the Sixers and the Raptors on Saturday. So we'll see how that goes. You come to our building. I don't bite. I'll be there myself with my voice very loud to help cheer on the Raptors to a victory over Nick Nurse and the Sixers. That's right. Cowboys saying, what nameless? I hear you, alley-oop. Okay, look, this guy's going off, man. He's got the rack again, and he's throwing balls off the basketball rack, just straight up to alley-oops all over the place. I don't bite saying, General Nick Nurse. Generally a douche, Nick Nurse. Yeah, that's right. Man, what is going on with him? He's so weird now. He used to be like really kind of down to earth, fun, happy-go-lucky guy, but he's a bitter, crusty weirdo now. Seriously, he's changed in the 5 years since we won that championship. He has changed. He's a different person. In some ways, an egomaniac. He became a name, and then it got to his head. Y'all gonna find that out in Philly. In some ways, he was humble when he first started as a coach for the Raptors. He's not anymore, and that's part of the problem. You're gonna find out. Yeah, yeah. G saying, I don't bite. Is that you, Pat Bev? No, that's not Pat Bev. That's not Pat Bev. Name is saying General of the Tank Express. Yeah, I don't know if they're tanking. General of the Timber Express. Timber, Joel is falling. Cowboys saying alley oop. It's game day. Let's go. You want me to get an alley oop? Alex gets alley oop. All right, I'll get an alley oop. Fine. All right, Cowboy. Let's see who else we got here. Seymour saying we can't catch Kareem. He gives his lunch money to Lex every day. Just joking. Let's get. All right, you got a dunk for that. That's funny. No, you know what it is. Kareem has a sense of humor that I really enjoy. He just has. Ever since it came on this channel, Kareem is funny stuff. And I see it on Twitter too. I see stuff he's talking about with other people on Twitter. And I'm like, that's hilarious. I don't count those as dunks, but I read your comments on Twitter all over the place, Kareem. And they're hilarious, what you're saying. And it doesn't even be basketball related. He's just commenting on whatever he sees. And Kareem's just a funny guy. Let's just put it that way. Cowboy saying Raps by 16 plus. That's your prediction tonight, Cowboy? Raptors will win by 16 points tonight. I hope you're right. I don't know if that's likely. I think that we're going to have some close matchups this year. I don't think we're going to blow people out. I think we're going to have some close matchups, and hopefully we'll manage games to winning in close victories. It's going to be tough this year. Until I see something where we can put on the gas and get double-digit leads and absolutely blow somebody out, I'm not going to predict any 16-point victories yet. But if we show that we can do it in the regular season with this squad, then I'll do it. But right now, I'm going to say, all right, this is my prediction. I think the Raptors will win tonight by 6 points. I think I'll cut 10 off there, and we'll say a Raptors victory by 6 points tonight. How about that? Cowboys saying Kareem is an ISO legend. Yeah, he knows it. He's a funny guy. Kareem Thomas is a real funny dude. Seriously. Seymour saying we're going to eat timber burgers. Timber burgers? Cowboys saying, yes, sir. Dinner's at 7:30. Timber burgers like Timberwolves. I got it. Now it's like, we're not eating wood, are we? I'm like, what? Kareem saying, sorry at Seymour. I'm 5'9". I can barely touch the official size rim. So I try to get dunks in here. My last trauma still haunts me. Thanks for the reminder. Oh my gosh, you're making Kareem feel ashamed, y'all. All right, he's getting a dunk because I feel bad for him. Why did you guys shame him like this? This is his only way he can ever be a dunk champion at 5'9". Just let him have this, please. Randolph saying, Lex, Mogi put Scotty to shame in that dunk of the clip last night. Good to see this team having fun again. You know, that wasn't Scotty didn't warm up. And like in some ways it was whatever. He's trying to do the Vince Carter between the leg dunk. It was a good attempt. That's a hard dunk to do. And Mogi didn't stretch. And he just, it's not that he was showing up Scotty. They were just having a little fun impromptu dunk competition. And that's the kind of good vibe stuff that's happening around our team right now that's going to keep them in a good place. That's right. Cowboys are bam. Kareem, you the best, man. That's right. Thank you, Seymour. And the Cowboys saying, I wish I was a little taller. I wish it was a little baller. A little baller? You want to be a little baller? Like at the Raptors game in the halftime? Let's see. Fun guy saying, if someone told me Elon Musk is the most dedicated human on the planet, I'd say, shut the fuck up. You haven't met Lex. Damn. I love that. Fun guy. That's a huge compliment, honestly. No, I don't compare me to Elon for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to take that. I appreciate that. This is definitely weird how passionate I am. I watched this TED Talk on cults yesterday, and I was like trying to analyze this channel and what we're doing with like whether we're a bad cult or not. And actually, we're a good cult. I looked at it and I was like, no, I'm not trying to get money off them. I mean, I do get a little bit of money from you guys, but that's not the intention of this channel. And I'm like, well, what are you trying to control them for sex orgies? No, I'm not trying to do that either. I'm like going through the list of like, is this a bad cult? I'm like, no, I think this is a helpful cult. I think this is. I will say we're a cult for sure. I won't hide that. In fact, sometimes I talk about as being a cult just to have the example of what a cult is. So if you fall into a cult in another aspect of your life, you'll know what it is. But in some ways, there's nothing wrong with belonging to a group that's passionate about the same thing and gets behind it, especially something healthy like rooting for a sports team. So I don't know. I've debated whether I'm a healthy cult or an unhealthy cult. I think it's a pretty healthy cult for the most part. I'm not afraid of saying that in some ways we're a family. We call it a family, but we're cultish in a little bit in a way. We have to be honest. Let's see. Let's see. Kareem saying, I wish I had a cat in a hat, a 6-foot baller. Okay. And prayers to Koloko. I like that. Shit alley oop. What? What? A shitty alley oop. What? Classic. Okay. Mug Brothers. What's up, David? Okay. Fiercely saying at Cool Cat, you need to be in swap mode, not classic mode. Click on the player you want to switch and click on the replacement. It'll automatically make the switch. Okay, maybe that was what the troubleshooting problem is. We'll figure it out. Sometimes you just got to mess around with it, Cool Cat, and you'll figure out the interface. But yeah, now's the time to do it at the beginning of the season so you understand all the tools at your control to be able to control your fantasy team. Fun guy saying, so we're 1.5 underdogs. That's the spread right now. We're 1.5 point underdogs. That's such a close spread. And it's so weird that they do that. We're at home, so we should have the favor, but they're favoring the Minnesota Timberwolves by 1.5. That's ridiculous. Well, that might as well be an even spread. Seriously. Well, whatever. Let some people make some money off of us because we're gonna win, and they can like bet on us. Fiercely saying alley oop to a Cowboy. Who's Pat Bev? Who is he? Yeah, who is he? Cowboy saying thanks, darling. All right, alley oop to Cowboy. All right, I'll put that down. No. Where's Cowboy on here? No. All right, there we go. Let's see. Kareem saying my bad for going into ISO. Nick Nurse ruined me. Oh my gosh, man, Kareem. All right, you're funny. You're a funny guy. Fine. All right, let's see. Cowboys laughing about it. Seymour's laughing too. See, that's what I'm saying. If you guys are laughing, that must be a good joke. If you guys are laughing about it. All right, I see somebody's been gifting some subs while I've been talking to people here. I want to make sure I get all. I do want to cut off today. We won't go too crazy. We'll do like maybe 2.5 hours. Let's see. Seymour saying, everyone smash the like button for the best Raptors content on the planet. I'm a creepy stalker. Let's go. You are creeping me out, Bradley. You're creeping on me. Seymour saying, Ice Cube suing the NBA. Have you heard? Good. He should. The big three has been mistreated by the NBA, and they don't want to help them. They don't want to give them any shine. They're trying to hurt them actively. If Ice Cube has a case against them for something they did to the big three, I am fully supporting Ice Cube. Because I'm for competition. I'm not for monopoly and this bullshit. If they want to have a 3-on-3 league with old vets that still want to play and make some money, let them do that, NBA. In some ways, the big three is a good thing for the NBA because you allow your players to continue to earn money after their playing career. So Adam Silver more supportive towards Ice Cube and the big three, especially you motherfucker, Adam Silver, piece of shit. If he's suing him, I hope he gets some money from them. Fuck the NBA for how they treat the big three. That's right. Seymour's the stalker too. Look out. Randall Phillips is saying, Lex, thank you for helping us get through those empty months without real basketball. You, sir, are the Lexus of live streaming. Holy crap. He just called me the Lexus. That's like the Nexus, like the travel. You can have the Nexus travel and you go through the special parts of the airport. Yeah, I like that. I like that. All right, where's Randolph on here? I know he's on here. Randolph better be on here. He's got to be on here somewhere. I know Randolph's got a dunk. Come on now. If Randolph does not have a dunk, I'm giving him 3 dunks right now because just for aggregate. Where is he? Okay, we're writing him in now. You know, Randolph is always about blessings, and he hasn't, totally done dunks. So we're giving him a couple dunks there. All right, let's see. Dana's saying, really, Seymour? Really? Stalkers. Everybody's stalkers because they watch people online. I'm a stalker for watching Scotty. That's what they were saying yesterday. Cowboys saying, have fun at the game, Mo. Yeah, have fun at the game. Say hi to everybody. I hope you get some good pictures with fans and other people. Let's see. Seymour saying, Dana, yep. And Cowboys saying, good morning, Dana. What you name? What are you smoking today? Oh, I've got some weird apples and mints, sativa. I don't know which one I like myself. Greg saying all the misinformation is why I resist the temptation to make videos about it unless I say exactly that. Don't believe the hype. Harder on streamers like Lex than me by far. You know, this is interesting. I seen what's happened this week with you and he who shall not be named, Greg. And it's true. When we do streams and we're talking a lot longer, we're gonna mess up and we're gonna make bullshit up or we'll say stuff that's not right. And that is a problem. But listen, this is the thing. You're putting too much shine on that guy. In some ways, I get it. Maybe you're going to draw some of his attention to you, and maybe vicariously, I'll get some of the attention, partly because of that too. And I appreciate that. But also at the same time, the way they're criticizing you about putting his picture on your latest content with him puking is kind of right. I wouldn't put that dude anywhere near my stuff. In fact, I hate that I'm talking about this right now. If I hadn't watched your clip yesterday, I wouldn't have. But because I don't want to talk about Robert, I never ever want to talk about him. And the fact that you seek him out, you put him in the center of your content, I really disagree with that, Greg. Because once again, AEW will talk about WWE, but WWE won't talk about AEW. Let's just put it that way. And in some ways, you perpetuate him by validating him and putting him in your content. So I very much disagree with how much you like interacting with him. And if you continue to do that, that's your choice. But in some ways, it's stupid. And his critics are coming at you for how you went about that. I kind of agree with them because in some ways, if you're going to take him apart, it's like Lumpy Rex said: take him apart right, and do it the right way. But in some ways, don't make the content totally centered around him. That's just my own 2 cents on the whole controversy on your channel right now. Y'all want to see what I'm talking about? Go to Gubstown Clink and give him a follow and watch his latest clips. The Book of Malachi, baby, Chapter 5 came out today. That's right, Gubstown Clink, great Raptors channel, seriously. John saying Steve Simmons is a miserable man. Most of his articles are negative. Yeah, all right, John View, you're getting a dunk for that. I love that, John. And yeah, he is. He's a miserable man. And if you saw him in public, you'd understand why he's the way he is. That's right. You saw him. He's not even allowed in the media room. Like, do you ever hear Steve Simmons asking questions in there? No, you don't, because that punk is an opinion guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Dana's saying, Seymour, I just looked it up. That situation is a hot mess. I'm not touching that. I don't even know which situation y'all are still talking about. John Vu is saying, I won my 2-game parlay in Suns and Nuggets last night. Good betting. That's who I would have picked too. I would have picked both of them too. Nuggets for sure. And Suns and Warriors was a toss-up, but I was leaning towards Phoenix, partly because they were at home, right? It was Phoenix at home. So in some ways, that's good bets, John. Good bets. Cool Cat saying, thanks, Fiercey. Sarah, I was able to move things around. Sure, not user-friendly. Yeah, they have different modes, classic mode and the standard mode. And you just got to figure out which one you're on. You'll figure it out, Cool Cat. And just get used to it, and then you'll know. It's just like anything. You gotta get to know the interface. Cowboy's saying your videos are awesome, Gubstown. Keep up the great work. Yeah, I agree. Greg is awesome. He does all the bells and whistles. He has a really great sense of humor. I loving the Mr. T motif lately. Really, really good stuff. But yeah, in some ways, he puts people on blast that I don't really like getting so much attention. Last year was a lot of gore and stuff. And I'm like, why are we fucking talking about gore so much? Seriously. This year it's he who shall not be named. Pick a fight with me. Let's get a fake fight going, Greg. Come on. Then maybe we get things going. I don't know. I don't know. Carlos saying Tim Donaghy is just a reflection of American mindset. What big corporation doesn't want to have their expansion on a different country flourish? Yeah, I agree with this, Carlo. It's smart business for Canada to do well as far as like with profits for the NBA. But in some ways, they don't want that big money bonanza of an NBA championship to drop on this side of the border again. Because seriously, that's the big part of it. People don't talk about how championships have economic impacts for cities. The city of Toronto was helped by the Toronto Raptors championship. Trust me, it was an economic boon for the city in some ways. In some ways, they don't want to help Toronto as a city if it's in trouble already. In some ways, people think this way in the countries, like the governments, the politicians. They're strategic and they're fucked up, and it's about power. And economic power is an important power in this world, and that's what part of what this is. Davidson, the NBA, laugh out loud. Hey, my brother's here. Good morning, Raptor freaks. Good morning to you, Carl Otts, Raptor freak. That's right. Cowboy saying, Carl's in the house. Let's go. 3 days in a row. I love my brother checking in with us in the morning. Yes, it's game day, brother. We got to go down to the Scotiabank Arena and kick some ass today. I'm going to be working out all day, pumping up my muscles, and hoping those guys get the work put in on the court to win and get that big W tonight. That's right. That is right. Tom Duke has got Carl on blast too. Carl, game day. That's right. Carl Otts is in this motherfucker. Nameless. It's like Carl Otts in this motherfucker. All right. David is gifted a subscription. Let's see who got these gifts. Thank you, David, for being so generous. Popsy. getting the gifted subscription. Popsy, congratulations. You are now a Raptor Freak member of the channel. Fiercely saying Nuggets crowd screaming, "Who's your daddy?" at the end of the game. Priceless. While AD just sat on the bench. Usual frustrated face, or maybe it's his unibrow that makes him always look mad. There's already Laker problems on that team. LeBron's pissed because guys aren't doing certain things. He's yelling at D'Angelo Russell. We see what Davis is doing. Yeah. Yeah. Darvin Ham, you may have had a dream season with the Lakers last year. That's what a dream season feels like last year. This year may be a nightmare season for you. We'll have to see. MSJ saying, Cowboy, hey, man, not much, bro. Hope you're good. And Lex, I will never quote the wrong Simmons again. I know it wasn't Richard Simmons anyway. Laugh out loud. Yeah, sorry about that. It's just you put Ben Simmons in, and I've logically thought Bill Simmons, and then I went off on his Celtic ass, and it was actually Steve Simmons. It's all good. We just got to get our Simmons right. That's all. We just got to get our Simmons right. Name is saying, let's fucking go, David. Congrats, Poopsy. Looks like you're going to be sticking around, Popsy. Popsy. Yeah, Paul B's here. Happy opening day. Feels like Christmas. Raptors are winning tonight. You go, Paul B, holding it down in Milwaukee or in Wisconsin for us. He's in the Wisconsin territory. Enemy lines. Paul B is over there in the stateside in Wisconsin as a Raptors fan. That's right. Wayne Strainer saying the only newsworthy has to come directly out of the mouths of the principals themselves. I agree with this. This is part of my way of running this channel is I will listen to the coach. I will listen to the Raptors. I will listen to Masai. I'll listen to Bobby. I'll listen to the people out of their mouths. And I'm not going to listen to, somebody's opinion on what they think this is this or this, whether it's Luca Rosano, Samson Folk, Michael Grange, Josh Lundberg, Eric Kareen. I don't give a shit. You can give me the information, give me the facts. But if you're opining or you're doing certain things, I'm not listening to y'all. That's right. Cowboys saying all good. Bam. Bro, can't wait till 7:30. I can't either. Game's coming quick. Fiercely saying you're welcome to Cool Cat. Trevor J gifting 5 Raptor Freak memberships. Holy crap, we got Erica getting one. Awesome. Erica Plays is here. Always happy to see Erica Plays from Scotty's Twitch family. We love you, Erica, and we hope you get that jersey. We do. I do. I'm rooting for you to get it. Erica got there. That's Facts is getting it. Nikozo. Thanks for joining as a gifted membership, and Michael Hughes and Moonshot. Really nice to see some new names in here. Y'all join the chat and talk with us too. This isn't just for my regulars. Y'all can chat too, interact with me. I'll say what you're going to say too. Name was saying Trevor J with 5 gifted. Yes, this is opening day. What's up? You want an alley-oop to Nameless? All right, Cowboy, alley-oop to Nameless. And I think we may need to give an alley-oop to Trevor J also for his gifted subscriptions. Nameless is getting one, and Trevor J got one too. Jason Smith is here. Good to see Raptor Freak Jason Smith. It's been a little bit. I remember you, Jason. You're a good guy. Yes, Jason. Yes. David saying that's one way to increase membership numbers. There you go, David. Thank you. Denal saying, laugh out loud. Who's the dog on the Sixers? I see Bev in a dark alley, and I start rubbing my hands together. I know that's Dwayne Wayne. Flip that up. Tell me where Whitley is. Come on, tell me where Whitley is. Where's Whitley? Come on, Dwayne Wade. Tell me where Whitley is. Flip up your dog glasses and tell me. Yeah, I ain't afraid of Will Smith Frankenstein. If I walked into an alleyway this weekend on Saturday night and I was in the entertainment district, it's after the Raptors game, and we beat the Sixers' ass, and I came across Joel Embiid in an alleyway in downtown Toronto, I would not be afraid of him. I would be like, you big goof, why are you falling on everybody? Stop crying all the time. And if he got mad at me, I'd just run away because he can't catch up with me. I'd run faster than him. It'd be funny. Yeah, I wouldn't try and fight him. No, I wouldn't. But I wouldn't be afraid of him either because I know I could get away from him. Yeah, you don't think I can outrun Joel Embiid? I can outrun Joel Embiid. Trust me, I can outrun him. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. Kareem saying Trevor J is out here giving memberships like Nino Brown giving out turkeys. All right, Kareem. It's a good joke because of Pascal this week for sure. I love it. That's a good dunk right there. Denal saying, oh man, I missed a free membership. It seems like there's more just going out, Denal. You might get in there still. And name is saying, for real, Trevor J and David spawning new Raptor freaks. Yeah, get this one, Denal. See, he's going to put another one down right here. Alley Hoops, Denal. There you go. David gifted another membership, and Annette Alvey has gotten it. Congratulations, Annette. Welcome to the Raptor Freak family. You are a Raptor Freak now, darling. That's right. Let's go. We got to win tonight. That's right. Denal saying he scores. David saying, dang, Denal, you're too slow. I think there's a setting where you have to accept these membership gifts or something. I don't know. I think it's random. Honestly, I think it's just random. It's just whoever's here and watching and just it happens to randomly gift it to them. So I don't know how you give it directly to somebody. It really is like a random crapshoot. And Annette, welcome. Welcome. Yeah. Let's see. Monique saying, hi, Erica. I'll always love seeing you in the Raptors Tonight live stream. Yeah, Erica's a good Raptors fan, seen in many places. We respect and love Erica Plays from Scotty Barnes Twitch family. She's a real one. She was there last summer and she's there this year too. She's a big Cardi fan. She's a big Cardi fan. That's right. Denal saying, laugh out loud. It shows as I was the next one. Do you have to just comment? I don't think it is. I thought it was like you click on something, but I think it just gives it random. Seriously, I don't think we have any control over this at all. Nameless saying the memberships are entirely random, people. Once you've turned on the setting, of course. Okay. And Carlo JS is saying, so happy Raptor season is about to begin. Yes, Raptor Freak Carlo JS. Always happy to see you, my man. And yes, I'm happy too. We're going to get some Raptors basketball to watch tonight. David gifted another one, and this time Cameron F has gotten it. Cameron, welcome to the Raptor Freak channel. Lots of memberships going out today. Holy crap. David's saying, get it. No, it didn't happen. And Carlos saying, laugh out loud at Patricia Beverly. Yeah, we should just name him Beverly Patrick. Okay, Beverly Patrick. Hello, Beverly. Beverly Patrick. David saying, all right, today is not your day, Denal. Okay, Tom Duke's throwing 5 down too. Kyle Haslett, welcome to the channel. Daniel Weinberg. Duke, who's like, that's weird. Tom Duke, you've given a subscription to Duke and Kirk and BJT. Haha, I'm used to it. Thanks, David. Oh, man, you're just missing them, Denial being denied on the memberships here. That's some fantastic generosity here from David, Trevor, and Tom today. You guys are awesome, man. I appreciate you guys. David saying, haha, the membership donation competition. Laugh out loud. This is what happens on Scotty's Twitch stream. Is WR Builds and Tom and other people get into this like competition about who's given the most memberships out. They gifted and they want their name to be there. And Tommy's usually involved in this. Tom Duke, he will get in there and start gifting a bunch of memberships. But WR Builds is the king of gifting memberships on Scotty Barnes Twitch channel. He will drop like 50 subscriptions. Just all the blue, just like WR Bills, boom. And Scotty's like, WR Bills, WR Bills, everybody. He's the man. Look at what he did, you know. Let's see. Nameless is laughing. Ha, I'm dying right now. And Denal saying, where's the setting to even accept? It's just automatic. I'm telling you, it's too funny. Yeah, Tom tried too. Hey, I'm not upset about this, guys. Alley-oop to Tom and David. All right, Cowboy. You keep throwing these basketballs, you're going to run out of them. Tom's getting another one, and we'll give David one also. Because this is the generosity. Yeah. David's saying he's a lifer anyway. It's all good. Fun guys laughing. Fun guys gifts be exposing people. Yeah, we know y'all are in here because we can see your names. Kareem saying, welcome to purple level. Kareem is re-upped his membership. I appreciate that, Kareem. Dunk champion, Kareem. Tom saying more members means more emotes are available. Woohoo. That's another reason why Tom's doing this. He wants to be able to put more faces in our chat by putting more Raptor heads in there. So, Tommy, I appreciate what you're doing. Who's next, guys? Who should we put in there? I want a Marquee Noel emote, maybe, or a Javon Freeman Liberty one. Maybe a Gradey one. Put Gradey in there. I think we need Gradey. Evelyn saying, Lex, is Grubstown Clink the Greg I met last time we had our meet and greet? Yes. Yes. When you, not this one we did this past summer, but last year when Tom came to town and you came down to bring us the swag, at Real Sports, Greg was there. Yes, that you did meet Greg that time. David was there too. Remember? David and Peter and Tom and myself and Greg. That was Greg that you met, Evelyn. That's right. Tom's got a question mark. Kareem's gifted a membership to 96 Big Teddy. Big Teddy, give me a hug, Big Teddy. Yeah, there you go. I like it. A lot of people getting outed for watching me right now. Even though y'all don't talk to us, it's fine. You can talk to us. We like to talk to you. Cowboy saying, make at Tom Duke's emote. We got to put you on blast. He wants you to make one of yourself, Tom. Can you make yourself in an emote? That might be good. Denal saying, okay, everyone, leave the chat so I can get a membership. All right, I'm going to give you a dunk for that kind of thinking. That's pretty good. That's an outside the box kind of thinking that wins things. So yeah, Denal's getting another dunk. I know he's on this list. I know Denal's gotten the list. He's gotten it. Come on, where's Denal? Denal's got to be on this list already. Is Denal not on this? Oh, there he is. Yeah, there he is right there. He's there. All right, good. I know I had a dunk for him somewhere. Kareem saying, welcome, Big Teddy. It's Christmas. Yeah, it's Christmas for gifted memberships. David saying, we should do an emote with the picture of us at that indie game. Great photo. That doesn't fit, though. It's like this. It's so small. You won't be able to see us, David. You really have to have just one face in these boxes. Even when he did Darko and Masai together, it looked weird. It was hard to see. So, fun guy saying, Rob, he shall not be named, sending his minions. Maybe there's some of these people that come in here and watch me. That's fine. I don't care. They can come watch me. That's fine. I don't mind. They may enjoy it. They may really enjoy it. Dana's laughing and Cowboy's laughing. And my brother's got me on blast. Look at my brother. Carl Ott's putting Alexi Ott's on blast. I love you, Carl, so much. I love you so much, man. I love you, Carl. I really do love my brother a lot. Cowboys got me on blast. Fun guy saying, hi, Erica. Erica Plays is a real Raptor fan. Trust me. I've seen Erica all over the place. Erica's a huge fan. Carl saying, I hope we win. That's right. Carl's a Raptor freak. Carl, are you going for the Hawks tonight? Where are the Hawks playing tonight? And who are they playing? You know what? Real quick. Zach Lowe has a new article today out about his hierarchy of the NBA and who he thinks top teams are. His top teams, the inner circle, are Denver, Milwaukee, Boston, and Phoenix. I get it. And then he's got different tiers. He's got the Lakers and Warriors in the next tier. That's kind of bullshit. I don't think the Lakers are that good. Minnesota and Sacramento in the next tier. That doesn't make any sense. That's a weird one. And then he's got the Cavaliers. And then he's got the Knicks, the Heat, the Sixers, and the Hawks. So that's interesting. He's got the Hawks in the top 6. And then we're in the next bracket with the Nets, the Bulls, the Pacers, and the Magic. And this is what Zach Lowe writes specifically about us. The Raptors seem the best bet to claw out of this tier. They outscored opponents by about 6 points per 100 possessions with Pascal, Scotty, OG, and Jakob on the floor last season. Though almost all those minutes and their entire positive scoring margin came with Fred VanVleet at point guard. Who cares? We got Dennis now. Staggering Barnes and Siakam is the easiest way to prop up a bunch that is a question mark beyond Gary Trent. I'm still in on Precious, though. Don't get too low on Barnes after stagnant second season. That happens. He's going to be very good. The Raptors have some incentives to chase wins, given they owe a top 6 protected first-round pick to the Spurs via the Pirtle deal. The Nets owe their unprotected first-rounder to the Rockets, so tanking late does them no good either. Their on-again, off-again pursuit of Lillard indicates some appetite to win. But if everything hits, and I mean everything, what's the ceiling? About 45 wins? See, he's trying to say that even if we hit everything, we can only win 45 wins. Zach Lowe, you're putting us too low, and you're going to find out real quick. But yeah, Carl, you're not rooting for the Hawks. You're rooting for the Raptors, baby. He's got the right one. That's right, Carl. That's my brother. I love him. Fun guy saying, hi, Rob. Hi, Rob. Hi, you shall not be named. Paul B saying, call me crazy. If Raptors had Naz Reid, we'd win the chip this year. That might be crazy, Paul. I don't know if he's the difference. Naz Reid, we'll have to see tonight. I want to contain him. He is a problem. He can be a very effective scorer for the Timberwolves, and they need to make sure that Naz Reid is not making meaningful contributions for the team. He may be starting tonight instead of Jaden McDaniels, but he's more likely to be their first big man off the bench. And he's somebody we got to worry about. He's kind of like their bench scorer. Their guys can get points for them off the bench. And also Kyle Anderson. He's the other one. Now, Anderson may be starting instead of McDaniels. I could see that. Fiercely saying Kareem is the new ISO guy. This man just makes dunks. He just does. Fiercely's got the cutoff. Name was saying, do we cut this big creep off? Yeah, I'm such a stalker, man. I'm telling you, I'm a stalker. Like G.I. Joe's African-American Ranger stalker. That's who I am. I'm stalker. Let's keep going. Tom Duke's laughing. MSJ saying, off to the gym. New goals set for the winter. Have a great day, people. I'm hoping for a win later. All right, you going to the gym? I'm going to beat you there. That's what I do every game day. I do sets of like bicep curls for like 5 sets of 100 on each arm. During game days. That's what I'm doing. I did my first set already before the stream. I'm going to do my next set afterwards. David's saying, oh, no, not the creep thing again. What happened yesterday? I had to leave before I went totally berserk. Listen, y'all were kind of unfairly coming at him. There was no reason to do that. Raps Love is a good Raptor freak, and I like Raps Love. And I if they unsubscribe and they never come back, partly because you guys were such a backlash against them, I'm a little disappointed. In some ways, we need to be more welcoming in the chat, guys. If there's new people coming, we can't grow the channel if y'all are assholes to everybody. So we've got to be nicer to people, is what I'm going to say right now. In some ways, I can stand up for myself, especially if somebody's going to say something like "you're a creep." That's hilarious. Let's make a joke out of it and see how I react to it. And maybe in some ways, let's not be so venomous in the chat, because in some ways they can feel like they're getting ganged up on by you guys. And we want to be inviting. We want to grow. We want to have more Raptor freaks over time. And in some ways, when we act like that, it doesn't help things. So David, yes, I think we lost him. We lost him yesterday because you guys were all ganging up on him to a degree. So Tom Duke saying, nice, MSJ. Let's go. Let's go. Fun guy saying, wow, how dare you guys? I haven't been called a creep since 2003. I love that Radiohead song. Cause I'm a creep. I'm a willow. Yeah, that's a good song. You know that David Gilmour of Pink Floyd recently said that if any band has carried the mantle of Pink Floyd into the future and been a band like Pink Floyd, it's Radiohead. That's the team. That's the band he likes, and he says they're the most like Pink Floyd after Pink Floyd is Radiohead. So yeah, that means a lot right there. If you're a Pink Floyd fan, hearing David Gilmour saying that about the Radiohead, that's a big deal. Yeah, name was saying we've turned it into a running joke now. I don't mind this creep joke. It's hilarious. It's fine. It's fine. It's good stuff. Country Con saying, good morning, Raptor Freaks. Lex, after watching the Suns play last night, I realized just how wild my nickname for Gradey is. But I'm doubling down. I really do think Gradey will play like Devin Booker one day. So, yeah, because you called him Gradey Booker. Yeah, I mean, it's cool and everything. I don't see him being compared to him, though. In some ways, listen, I've compared Gradey Dick to Reggie Miller. I've compared Gradey Dick to more recently Dirk Nowitzki. Now, think about this. If Gradey Dick grows 2 more inches, just like Scotty did in his first 2 years in the NBA, he'll be 6'10". And that will make him a whole other level of height with his kind of shooting skills. That is part of the reason why he's such a high draft prospect this year, is he has promised to grow from being 19 to being another whole height, shoot over guys with their hands in his face, like Dirk. So he's not going to be as good as Dirk. And I'm not saying he's going to be the next Dirk Nowitzki, but if he gets that height added to him, if he grows a couple more inches, he may look more Dirk-like than you think. Because in some ways, he can shoot shots with guys' hands in his face, and he makes them. He makes them. It's very interesting. One guy saying, ooh, Lex is the creep. Ooh, I started to sweat. It is what it is. Listen, everybody's got their own proclivities and things that they think people should be and what's creepy and what isn't. In some ways, people want to control other people by saying, oh, this is how you should live your life, or this is how you should be. You can't be trans. You can't be this. You can't be that. In some ways, just let people live their life and be who they are. And maybe your sensibilities aren't all the same. You may have different morals than different people. And in some ways, that's not how you should be judging people on certain moral things. Is not the way you should be judging people. Because honestly, the morals at the top and the people that have all the money and the power are horrible. So it's not like they're setting a good standard for everyone. So, morals are important, and you can have your own personal morals in the way you are, but not everyone's morals are going to line up and be the same way. And in some ways, that's when you got to stop pointing fingers and judging people. Now, as long as everything is lawful and everything is fine, nothing should be a problem, is what I'm saying. Let's see. Dana's saying, I'm smoking fresh grinded cake mix today. I hope that isn't really literally cake mix, and that's just the name of a strain. That would be weird if you could smoke cake mix. I'm just rolling up a birthday cake. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be really weird. But Dana, I'm glad you're here. You're smoking some fresh grind. Yeah. Denal's saying, wait, a creep? What creep? Is there a creep? I'm so confused. Well, basically, yesterday, I was accused by Raps Love of being a stalker of Scotty Barnes. And they're saying, you're a stalker. You're always watching him. You're always keeping tabs on him. And I try to explain, well, my channel is about the Raptors, and I like to keep as informed and up to date and knowing all the things about the Raptors. So if Scotty's going to be on Twitch, yeah, I'm going to be there watching him. And they were saying, you're a creep or a stalker for watching him. I was just trying to explain, hey, it's for y'all so that I can tell y'all what he was saying. It's basically what it is. Fun guy saying, my comments don't go through when I name he who shall not be named. Did you ban the terminology? Laugh out loud. That could be. I don't know. Tom might have done that. I don't know. We may have banned that name, honestly. I have no problem with that. I want to ban him. Ban the hell out of him. Ban him the hell away from everything. Kareem saying, I'm a fun guy. Do you have something you want to talk about? What happened in 2003? Are you being like a therapist all of a sudden, Kareem Thomas? Kareem Thomas is wearing many hats today. Let's see. Dana's saying it's an indica. Okay, I can't smoke indica. That makes me go to sleep if it's too early in the day. I'll smoke an indica late in the evening if I'm about to go to bed. But if I smoke it early, I'm done. I'm done. That's the weed that makes me go to sleep for sure. I'm definitely a sativa guy. But that's cool. Cake mix, huh? John Vu saying about Patrick Beverley's comments. Let us all try to not have inferior complexes every time someone outside Toronto disses our Raptors. Well, I'm going to turn them around like this, John. It's a perception war. Once again, we get slighted in all kinds of ways by the NBA and other people and the way they think of like Toronto and its place in the Toronto Raptors in the NBA. And, I get what you're saying, but in some ways, he wanted this. He's baited for this. He wanted the reaction. He wants the clicks on his podcast. He wants people to come see it. Well, this is the thing, and the players are going to deal with this right. It's bulletin board fodder. It's classic Jordan material that would get Michael to go and want to kill somebody. And that's great. He's actually helping us in some ways. So in some ways, I don't hate that Patrick Beverley did this. I think it's comical and it's funny. And in some ways, I like breaking it down for your entertainment purposes. But in some ways, also, I get what you're saying. It's not an inferiority complex. It's about the truth. He's trying to say that we are soft, and that's not true. That is definitely not true. And they're going to find out real soon. But, there are always going to be critics and people that are going to put us down and stuff like that. And it's up to us whether we want to acknowledge them or not. You're right. But I don't think it's an inferiority complex. It's more like you stop lying. You don't think we have dogs on this team? You think we're soft? Well, you find out just how soft OG's elbow is in your face or something like that. You'll find out real quick, Beverly Patrick. That's right, Beverly. Randolph saying, Lex, I have never gotten a dunk in my life. Wow, man, you're helping me make history. Thank you, bro. I'm going to give you another one, even more. Yeah, I don't understand this oversight. I know that you very much are blessings guy and maybe not as much of a comedian as Kareem, but this is an oversight. Randolph Phillips needed some dunks. Yes, we got it now. You got 3 of them now. Nameless is saying newly gifted channel members are able to join a private discourse on Facebook too. Don't forget to add Lex as a friend. He can add you to the group. This is true. This is true. Just let me know who you are and let me know that you are coming from the channel. If you're just a random like name and I don't know who you are, I'm not going to add you, but you need to tell me in a message, hey, it's me from the Raptor channel. Please add me to the Facebook group because the Facebook group, we give a 24-hour, not 24-hour. We're not doing stuff at night too much, but we're putting the updates on the news around the Raptors and the NBA that is pertinent to our team out there. So we all see it, the interviews, all the post-game interviews, all the kind of content that's coming out about the Raptors. If you want to find it in an easy place, come and join our Facebook group because Monique, myself, Trevor J, Seymour, Tom, Isaac, everybody's adding to it and just putting more information in there. So we see everything. Fun guy saying Harden is back. Okay, so Harden showed up for the Sixers today to play for this game. Now he's going to get fined if he doesn't do this. In some ways this is good because if he shows up, he can hurt them from the inside too. Just because he shows up and he plays doesn't mean, we know he can let somebody down and he can play losing basketball. He could actually purposely sabotage this team on purpose while he's on the court because he hates Daryl Morey so much and he doesn't want to play for Nick Nurse. So I'm okay with Harden showing up. Anything that happens with Harden this year, I'm going to be okay with because I know none of it is good for the Sixers in any kind of way. He shows up, he doesn't show up. Okay, it's all going to be bad for them. Watch. I could very much see him sabotage them. Seriously. Dana's saying you have to turn on gifting. It's a section in the join button. They are random. Okay. Maybe I can change it so that it won't be so random. I don't know. I may have to look into that. Maybe Tom knows how to do it. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I think it is just random. I think it is just a random thing. Let's see. Fiercely saying Harden is the ultimate ISO guy, does his own thing. Good luck, Sixers fans. Yeah, I hope he messes y'all up with your chemistry. Maybe he totally disregards Nick Nurse and he gets butthole face very early in the game. Maybe he gets benched because he doesn't get along with Nick Nurse so bad. And everybody's like, well, why isn't James playing? Well, he's not listening to Nick and he's not respecting him. Okay, this all sounds good to me. The dysfunction of the Raptors last year sounds like it could have transferred right on over to the Sixers. And I'm all about that. I'm all about that. Randolph saying, you are all a blessing, bro. Thank you for those membership gifts. Yeah, this is so benevolent and kind. The people on this channel, really, really nice, decent human beings. Kenrick James is saying the system makes it easy to score and easy to defend people, and ball movement is hard to plan for. Yeah. Kenrick describing Darko's system, and I agree. Kenrick Chronic Art James, tattoo artist here in Toronto. If you want any tattoos done, Kenrick can do that tattoo for you in a very nice way. He also does commissioned art. So look up Kenrick Chronic Art James on social media, and he will help you with some art. Cowboy saying later, Lex, bam, Raptor Freaks, have a blessed and safe day. Let's go, Raptors. That's right. Game day, baby. Tonight, let's beat them down to Chinatown and downtown Toronto at Spadina and Dundas. Let's beat them down to Chinatown. That's right. Fiercely saying, being welcome to someone calling you a creep and a stalker, Lex? Being welcoming? No, I don't mind that. Raps Love has been around for a while. It's a fair assumption. You know, he said, you're stalking Scotty. Well, that's his perception. There's nothing wrong with that. Once again, I'm not about controlling people. I'm not about controlling what y'all think. I'm not about controlling these things. I just say what I say. It's up to y'all whether you want to listen to me or not. And in some ways, that's part of the problem. Like the thing that happened recently here in Toronto with the NDP and Sarah Jama, I'm really mad about this. She spoke out about the incident, the things that are going on in Israel right now, and she had her own valid position. But there's such backlash. They've censored her. It censored her and made her step down in some ways. I don't agree with that. I think that's fascist and that's anti-free speech and that's devolving a free society. It doesn't allow for free speech if you're not allowed to say anything you want. So in some ways, Raps Love coming in here and saying that's free speech. And I want to protect his right to say that, even if he's calling me a stalker. Does that make sense? I don't want to ever be a fascist here. In some ways, I am fascist about talking bad about the Raptors. And I'll kick you out if you're a troll and you're saying some outrageous shit that's disrespectful about our team. But for the most part, you can get away with saying a lot here for the most part. And I don't mind. I want to have differences of opinion, and people should be able to freely express themselves without any repercussions. In some ways, if you did something fucked up, you said something racist or illegal and you need to go to jail for it, sure. But otherwise, people should have the right to free speech. And if they just have differing opinions, it's not a problem. He thinks that I'm a stalker. That's fine. That's his right. And I don't want to take that away from him. That's basically what I'm saying. Troy Henry saying, my boy is still on AM later, but hey, better to be late than never. Game day, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Troy Henry. Let's get it. I'm going to give Troy Henry a dunk just for the hell of it right now. I'm feeling good. Troy Henry, you're getting a dunk. Here you go, Troy. Bam. Troy Henry on the dunk list now. Let's see. Name is the same. Raps Love. Come on back, brother or sister. We're just messing around. Yeah, it's all good. Maybe Raps Love will show back up around. Maybe it wasn't down that, unsubscribed. I don't know. I don't overthink this. If one person unsubscribes from me, I'm not going to give a shit. I love y'all. I want y'all to subscribe and stick around. But in some ways, like I'm not losing sleep over this. Seriously. All right, let's keep going. David's saying at Fiercey, yeah, I don't get it at all either. What can I say? He's a nice guy. It is what it is, guys. And you know what? I don't mind criticism. Y'all can criticize me. I'm not above this. That's one of the things I learned in the cult thing is if you can't criticize a leader, then you're fucked. You're in a cult and it's really bad. Y'all need to be able to criticize me so that we can be a healthy family and not a fucked up cult. How about that? Maybe that's part of the reason why y'all need to be able to criticize me. Seriously. I'm a tough guy. I can take it. If you want to be really mean to me and say mean things about my appearance and stuff like that, okay, I'm a tough guy. I can take it. Fiercely saying, yep, David, we developed a bond with Lex, and like family, we don't like it when we're being attacked. I appreciate that. And honestly, it means a lot. It warms my heart. And I do really appreciate that. But like I said, let's not turn on each other too quickly like that. And I do appreciate y'all stepping up for me. But in some ways, y'all want to wait for the verbal beatdown of what I'm going to say instead. And in some ways, you may chase them out of here before they get to hear it because you come at them too quick in the comments. And I don't see that yet. They already read the comments and like, everybody's against me. All right, well, I'm just leaving. Then they don't get to actually hear what I have to say to them. So in some ways, hold it and let me do it. And then afterwards, if y'all want to pile in some comments after I respond to them, then that might be the way it works pretty good there. Kareem saying, I wish my Gradey grew another 2 inches. Oh my gosh. Kareem, this is such low-hanging fruit. That's a joke, too. I'm going to give myself a dunk for that one. This is such low-hanging fruit, Kareem, to make these Gradey jokes. I know what you mean when you say you're Gradey. Yeah, you wish your Gradey had grown in another 2 inches? That's pretty funny. Fiercely saying it's just human nature, like the great Michael Jackson song. Why? Tell them that it's human nature. That they do it this way. That's right. It's just human nature. That's right. Fun guy saying, "Oh my God, Kareem, that's hilarious." That was a good one. It really was. Kareem saying James Harden returned to Philadelphia on Tuesday night with his bags packed to join the team on the road for Thursday versus the Bucks and Saturday versus the Raptors. But the Sixers have now asked him not to travel. Woo! I love this. This is hilarious. That is so funny to me. He came and showed up with his bags. He's ready to get on the team bus, and they told him, "No, we don't want you to come with us." See, Nick's being smart. He's understanding this dude's coming in to fuck them up from the inside. This is amazing. Seriously, James, you are awesome. I love you, James Harden. Tom's saying, "No, I didn't ban anything. Never. Everything goes here." That's right. See, Tom's like, you guys are good sheriffs. That's why I have y'all in charge, like Tom and Seymour, because y'all don't do a whole lot. Monique, you guys don't do a whole lot, and I appreciate that. Kareem's name is saying, laughing at Kareem. I can barely see my Gradey. Oh my gosh, Nameless. That's sad. I feel bad for you. Oh, there's Raps Love. Here we go. All right, see, we love you, Raps Love. See, I have no problem with Raps Love. Listen, Lex, I come here for you, not them. But what I was saying is a little creepy, stalkerish of people can't have humor in 2023. I don't understand. I thought that. All right, listen. We want to preface this with Raps Love because seriously, I really do like Raps Love. He was part of the joke from before that was in the chat. There's like people were in there were saying that I was glazing him, and he's like, "Oh, you're just kissing his ass." In some ways, what Raps Love was doing yesterday was part of the joke too. He's in on it. He's like, "Oh, you're just being a stalker." Wink, wink. I don't think he was being serious, and y'all jumped on him too seriously. I think he was being sarcastic a little bit about the stalker comment, and we just read him as being just straight up. So it's all good, and I have no problem with this. This is the thing I'm saying. You want to say we can have humor, and I have humor in this. I think it's kind of funny that you called me a stalker yesterday, and I'm glad you're here. Seriously, I value you a lot, and honestly, it's not a big deal. I'm not affected by this. I'm a big grown up boy. I'm not upset about this. It's not a big deal, and I appreciate everybody wanting to protect me, but it wasn't necessary either. But thank you for being here still. Raps Love, I'm going to give you a dunk just out of good faith. And I know you're on here already because I know you've got some dunks already. You should at least. Where's Raps Love? Raps Love should be on here too. There he is. Raps Love's got 3 dunks already. See? All right, cool. I'm glad you're here. Seriously. Fun guy saying, "Oh shit, what the fuck? I'm the exact opposite. I can't do sativa. I need that indica to relax and be cozy during the game and eating some good food, then sleep." So you're already a naturally up guy and you need it to kind of take you down a notch. I got you. See, I need to not be asleep. I need the pep in my step during the day. That's right. Nameless is like, "Hey, let's fucking go." That's right. Raps Love is here. I love it. Alley, the Raps Love, you want to give him one too? All right, we're going to show the love to Raps Love today, just to counterbalance any ugliness that was yesterday. There you go. I love it. Yeah. Raps Love saying, "Maybe, Lex, you should take some power away from people. They're a little high on themselves. I respect that people respect you, and I'm big on freedom of speech, so they can say whatever they want to me." There you go. Listen. I try to have the right mods and people here, and listen, they're protective of me. Obviously, I think that's what it was. Listen, I'm glad we're getting understanding here right now. I think that's the most important thing. I am for freedom of speech, and I want Raps Love to be able to say what they want to say. They felt like I was being a stalker. That's fine. That doesn't hurt my feelings. And I appreciate everyone showing the love and want to protect me also. But I will ask that we be nicer to people in general. Just in general. Now, if they're dissing the Raptors, woo, go after them. Sure. If you see a Celtics fan that comes in here, maybe leave them alone for a little bit and let me get to them and then come after them, like I said just a little bit ago. But in some ways, we don't want to run people out of here. Especially if I can do some verbal verbiage on them real quick, that'd be fun. A name is saying, "Just mess around in here, buddy." Bam, bam, yeah. In some ways, in life, you shouldn't take everything so seriously. There's a lot of things that are taken way too seriously, and they should be. And I think in this case, some of us took things a little too seriously yesterday, and that's fair to say. And it's all good. It's all good. Hey, all good. Move on. Let's go. Yeah. All right. See, look, we're good. We're good, man. We are good, y'all. This is awesome. I love this. I love this. I really do like this kind of stuff. This makes me happy because in some ways I don't like having people out there that don't like me or having problems with me. I don't want everybody to like me, and I know that's impossible. But in some ways, especially if they're people that I already like, that I've already interacted with, that's the thing that I don't want to mess around with it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Tom Duke saying you rock, Raps Love. Fun guy saying, I'm sorry you felt that way, Raps Love. Raps Love saying, I don't feel any way. I'm not upset. I'm not mad yesterday. I had to get on a plane to London. That's cool. Ontario or UK? Raps Love saying, believe me, I don't hold a grudge, hate people, disrespect people in any way. You're entitled to your opinion. And I'm feeling just as much as I am. There you go. See, this sounds like a very respectable, honorable person that is just like, hey, you do you, I do me. And we're all good. Don't worry about it. I'm not taking it to heart. That's awesome, man. Raps Love, respect. And Name is saying, we don't want to chase real ones away, Raps Love. You're in the right place, buddy. There you go. Let it go. Let it go. Okay, Elsa. And Raps Love saying, no, please. Can the Raps just win by 30 tonight? There you go. See, this is where our heart beats. Right there in what Raps Love just said. Can we just win by 30 tonight and kick some major ass? 1.5 for the Timberwolves. That's the tilt right now. That's messed up, Vegas. You have 1.5 favorite for Minnesota in Toronto tonight? That does not make sense. Trevor J saying, watch Raptors tonight on your computer or your TV. Make sure you have them plugged in. There you go. Yeah, Raptors tonight after the game. And Raps Up saying, believe me, I don't need stories or anything. I know I'm no angel. Surus. Why did you say Surus? Oh, sorry. That made me think something for a sec. Surus, Manitoba. Believe me, all right. This is all good. I love that y'all are like me. We're a little bit of rebels. We got some wild stories from our past. I'm sure we do. Fun guy, Raps Love, Nameless. Yeah, Tom Dukes told me some stories about an old job he used to have in a certain establishment that was pretty fun back in the day. So we all have some colorful stories, that's for sure. And I'm sure Raps Love's got their share. I'd love to hear them, honestly, someday. That'd be fun. Not on here though. Fun guy saying, it was just purely a bad choice of words. Probably Raps Love and people jumped on it. Creep is a very strong term. And he's sorry. Don't worry about it. Listen, it's all good. I'm not touchy like that. Seriously, people judge me every day. I don't care what they think. It's fine. Raps Love saying, and I can admit that I'm wrong. And I'm sure looking back at it, I can see how people would take it the wrong way. Let's just let this freak do his thing. That's right. And I know in some ways, like, it's really funny. They're talking about the new nickname for the new Bucks duo, Giannis and Dame, and they're saying freak time. They want to call it freak time, and Lillard's not having it. He's like, no, we do not want to call this freak time. And he's looking at the implications. I had to think about this. I made the name Raptorsfreak in 1995, and it really was because I was freaking out the NBA was in Toronto. And I was a Raptors freak because I was freaking out the NBA was finally in my hometown. And that's where the name comes from. It has nothing to do with Rick James, Super Freak. It has nothing to do with any kind of like baddies that are at Instagram, baddies that are sitting at courtside. No, in some ways it really is. I'm a freak about the team and rooting for them. But there is that connotation with that word in a sexual way. And that makes it kind of weird. In fact, in Scotty's Twitch, some people are saying, Raptors Freak, are you the guy who gets the girls for Scotty and the team after the game? I'm like, no, I'm not. I mean, he's like, well, from your name, it makes me think you would be. You know, it's like people who said that to me. And I know it's a weird choice of name. At that point when I chose it, it didn't have some of these implications like this, like it does at this point. And I get why they don't want to call it Freak Time in Milwaukee this year. Freak Time. It's so funny. Fun guys laughing about it. Rapslev saying, for my part, I'm sorry for the choice of words. It's all good. It was harsh. It was a Tom York word. Because I'm a creep. I'm a little. I don't even know what he says there. What do you say? I'm a little. I'm a widow. I don't know what he fucking says. Let's see. David saying, agreed. Nice to see you again, Rapslev. Your dialogue is kind of provocative. Listen, once again, y'all are typing. I don't know how you're writing it with emotion or anything. David comes very strong with some of his statements. Y'all's voices are different. But like MSJ said, you can't get his inflection. He may have said something that is kind of jokey. In some ways, he may have wrote that creep thing with a smile on his face a little bit as it's kind of funny. And I can't read that. I can't read that through the text. So that's part of the disconnect on this. And this goes with anything with this today's society, with emails, text messages, live chats and a YouTube live stream. Yeah, there are going to be misinterpretations from text with no inflection or facial expression to back up the meaning sometimes. It's just how it is. It's all good. Rapslow saying, I like to call it passionate. That's right. We're all passionate. In some ways, the passion of us rises up, and we don't want to infight, though. This is so important. No unselfishness in the Raptors this year, and no infighting. And we're going to do that with the Raptor Freak family also. That's right. No infighting. We will not have it. That's right, David. Bam. Bam. Cowboys saying, let's grow, Raps Love. Welcome to the family. Raps Love's been here. It's not welcome. Raps Love's been here for a long time. We love Raps Love. But believe me, the way I grew up, I'm loyal to my team and my team's fan base. I ride or die with all of you and the Raptors and all our players. See this? You know what? That testimonial was not necessary, but I already knew that. When you have a moniker like Raps Love, that's a real one. It's not like he's going to change after last season's 41-41 season to like Bucks Love all of a sudden. No, it's a real one. He's riding with our team. He is one of us. That's right. Tom Duke's got that flaming heart on. I love it. Let's see. Fun guy saying, don't take it harshly, bro. I've dealt with worse when I shit on a team in the past. You know, I have come at Fun Guy earlier in this stream history in the past year. Fun Guy was kind of critical at times last year, very pessimistic, and I would meet against that energy. I don't like negative energy to a degree. I like positive energy. And that's why we're trying to cultivate more and more in the Raptors fan base to drown out the toxic noise and the really negative part of our fan base. That's a big part of what I'm trying to do here. Is really get us a more positive behind the team fan base instead of being kind of half-assed or cynical or a little bit like I'm not fully invested. Raps Love's fully invested, and that's why he's like me. We're like that. We're like that. That's right, real ones. That's right. Let's see. Yeah, I know what he said. That he said that backstabbing was the wrong choice of words. Oops. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. It's all under the bridge. Water under the bridge. We're good. Troy Henry said, my first dunk ever over a year in the channel. I feel bad about that, Troy. I would say just try and be funnier. I don't know. Make up some witty jokes. Put down Joel Embiid. That's a quick way to get dunks. Yeah. Cowboys saying, all good. Alley-oop to Raps Love. All right. Cowboys giving another one to Raps Love. There you go. Raps Love's cleaning up today. There you go. Raps Love saying, wow, sounds so bad when he repeats it. It's all good. It's like, did you think I was like in a living room of a 13-year-old girl with a towel and Chris Hansen came in the room? I see you've got some wine coolers here and some rubbers. What are your intentions here? Who are you? Where did you come from? No, I'm not one of those kind of creeps. No, I'm not on To Catch a Predator. No, I'm not. No. A fun guy saying, all good, bro. And Rapslow saying no freedom of speech doesn't mean to be an ass. Sorry to you, especially. I mean, really sorry to Lex. It's all good, Rapslow. Don't worry about it. In some ways, you didn't mean anything about it. You didn't realize it, and I get that. In some ways, listen. I'm always I'm big on people that can come back around, and we need to come back around just as much as you do. Trust me. Our energy towards you wasn't right either. And whatever. It's water on the bridge. This strengthens us. This makes us more together. It's all good. Kareem's saying, I knew a girl who stalked me for years. Now she's my wife. That's pretty good. See, Kareem just can't help it. That's hilarious. Like, seriously, he could be up there like Rodney Dangerfield doing one-liners up at a comedy store or something like that, comedy club, comedy bar. He could be just like saying stuff like this. I had a stalker once, and she became my wife. You know, I had a stalker once, too. It was really weird. I was working at Baskin Robbins. In like, I want to say it was like 92 or something, 1992. I was still in high school. And it was like an after school job at Baskin Robbins. And there was a girl who came to Baskin Robbins who really liked me. And she would come and get ice cream, and she would sit during my shift, the whole shift, and just stare at me the whole time I was working. I'm like scooping ice cream for the customers. I'm in high school. I'm like a teenager. And she would come and freak me out. She'd just come and sit there and stare directly at me. Nothing else. And it was creepy. It was very, very creepy. So I did have a stalker for a while when I worked at Baskin Robbins. And she came and ate the ice cream and just looked at me as she ate it. It was weird, man. It was really weird. I didn't really talk to her. She scared the hell out of me. Let's just put it that way. She scared the hell out of me. I had to like sneak out of work to try and get away from her. It was crazy. Troy Henry, shout out to Cowboy. Fiercely saying, welcome back, Raps Love. I understand Lex's point of view and should be like him. One love, fam. That's right. Listen, it's just like Darko. If the allegations are real, they'll stick. You'll be in trouble. But if you have nothing to worry about, then whatever, MSG. Yeah, you say this stuff. He can look in the mirror. He knows who he is. His parents raised him right. So yeah, he's not worried about allegations that are unfounded. That's right. Darko's not worried about this MSG lawsuit. That's right. Raptor said, but anybody else, why offended along the way as well? It's all good. You didn't offend. Listen, Raptor, this is a learning experience, and I love growth. I love growth and I love learning experiences. This is a learning experience for everyone involved. Trust me, it's one for me too. Fun guy saying, "Wow, Kareem, you should call the police." You know, he called the justice of the peace. That's who he called instead. It's like this woman's really following me, but that's crazy. Cowboys laughing at Kareem. David saying, just seeing you here today and your messages in the chat, clearly you aren't trying to be mean, just odd choice of words. We're moving on. Yeah, David, please. Please, I know you're one of my best fighters, dude. Honestly, I look at you as like a Raptors fan enforcer. You're like one of these like guys we bring in for the big guns. And in some ways, I want you to save your nukes for the right targets. In some ways, you know when you need to go after someone. You know when it's like a out of pocket Sixers fan or somebody else that comes in here like that. But if it's one of our own, if it's a Raptors fan first, let's give them the benefit of the doubt and let's not go nuclear on them like you can, because you are a very powerful entity and I respect and love you so much, David. But you can be very, very mean. And I love that power for you. So save it for the right people. Save it for the right people is what I'm saying. Cowboy saying, Dick will grow. What? Why'd you say that? Why'd you say that? Kareem saying, I'm a fun guy. I haven't informed the police yet, but if I ever go missing, please use the stream as an alibi. Jesus Christ, he can't help but not just go through. It's kind of like if he's a basketball player, he can throw the ball up over his head like this and it's going through the hoop. That's just how Kareem's got it right now. Fun guy saying, all right, y'all, I'm out. Let's go Raps. Let's eat and eat tonight. See y'all next time. Probably not tomorrow. All right, reaction stream tomorrow to the game. Hopefully a big win for the Raptors on their opening night. 9:30 a.m. tomorrow. We'll be talking about the game tomorrow in depth, as we always do. And I'll see you then, fun guy. Yeah, let's eat those Timberwolf burgers tonight. That's right. Mo's saying, W stream Lex all around. Keep at it always. Good times, good times. Go Raptors. Get your ride down there. I hope everything goes smoothly with your ride down there, Monique. No delays, no problems. Get to the arena safely, happy, and see all the nice people that you know. I know that you know all the ushers and all the different people around the building. And it'll be nice to see everybody back to school. That's the feeling that Monique Lawrence gets, the super fan, when the new season starts and she gets to come back down and see everybody. I know at the game on Friday night, I got to see my friend Tuzi. He's the usher in my section. It's always fun when the usher in my section is one of my best friends. And it's like, I can really talk shit because I know I won't get thrown out. I can talk some mad shit in a section in the Scotiabank Arena when the usher is an old friend of mine because he's a coworker that I worked with 20 years ago. But yeah, I love Thursday, and I know you're gonna see all the other staff people down in the arena tonight, and it's just like going back to school. I love you, Monique, so much, and I'm glad you get to go to the game tonight and just have a blast tonight. Please, darling, please have a blast, and I know you will. Win will make it happen. Yeah, Cowboys got Mo on blast. I love it. Fiercely saying Souris means mouse in French. Souris is also a town in Manitoba that my grandparents used to live in. That's a misspell. But in some ways, Souris is a very important word to me because it's where I used to go to see my grandparents when I was a kid and visit them. Yeah, Trevor J saying, have a great day, Raptors family. Get ready to do a photo shoot with Joico models. Get my hands in some hair today. This is what Trevor does. Trevor's got such an interesting life, traveling around and doing demonstrations with hair products. And he's got to do a thing with some models today with their luscious, lustrous hair. That's right, Trevor. Run your fingers through the luscious, lustrous hair and show the volume. Show that volume to that crowd and show that they need to buy these products. That's right, Commissioner J. And here's the Commissioner J cup. And I'm going to hold this in just a sec and do that marquee main event matchup really, really soon. All right, let's see. Kareem saying, W stream Lex, fuck the Vikings, fuck the Wild. And of course, fuck the baby cats, pups, whatever the Wolves bloodline is in. That's right. The Wild. Like you couldn't come up with a better name than that? Minnesota Wild. What is that? Vikings? I don't mind the Vikings. That's kind of a cool team. I used to root for Randy Moss and Dante Culpepper back in the day. But yeah, mostly Minnesota, whatever. Fuck that shit. Yeah. I'm sorry, King Bolton. Fuck Minnesota. I'm going to say that right now, Jordan Bolton. That's right. I'm sorry. Tom Duke's saying, game over. Have a good day, everyone. Chat cut off. Thank you. And Name was saying, "Oh, come on, Tom, let's keep it going until game time." Jam Joe's is here. Jam Joe's. I guarantee Harden is going to hurt his back or something, and he's going to sit out for a minute. Sixers overrated? Question marks on Boston's. What's the bench for the Bucks? Saying I like our chances to be top 5. Jam Joe's, you're my guy, and you're speaking to my heart here. So I'm gonna give you a dunk too. We're giving everybody dunks today. Everybody's getting some dunks. Jam Joe's is getting a dunk today. I love it. That's a great statement. Chat cut off from Nameless and Tom Dick saying "Arrivederci" and "Buona fortuna, Raptors." Yes, that's right. Let's beat them. I love it. I love it. Nameless is praying. Bone Fortuna. Okay. And Kareem saying Instagram baddies sitting courtside. That's a legendary quote. That's right. That's right. They're the Raptor freaks in some ways. You know, those Raptor freaks are down at the game too. There's different kinds of Raptor freaks. There's sexual Raptor freaks. That's right. And we're not those. We're fan Raptor freaks. But there are other kinds of Raptor freaks out there. We know there are. Yeah, we know. He's out. He's out. All right. Kareem's out. Jam Joe's saying tomorrow I'm putting up a 330 piece on dunks. Watch out. All right. On the reaction, you come in with good takes and funny stuff. Yeah, you can get some dunks quick. Troy's saying you should have made her your wife, as Kareem did. There you go. I like that. And Raslov saying the main reason I come to this channel is my feelings towards that guy Robert. I feel the same as you, Lex, and you're extremely funny at points. I appreciate that, Rapslove. Well, seriously, if we are a battery, I am that positive side of the battery, and he is the negative side. And listen, who wants to live a miserable fuck life like him? Seriously, if y'all want to be like me, you can be happier. You can be funny. You can have goofy shit about you. You can just look at life in a more fun, pleasurable way than taking it so seriously sometimes. And seriously, people that really focus on the negative side of things are miserable fucks. You can be so much happier just by changing your mind and the way you perceive things. It's a big part of what I'm trying to do, other than get a more positive Raptors fan base, is change people's lives to have happier lives. So I appreciate your Raps love for seeing that difference. And also, why not have some intelligent, fun basketball conversations about the sport and the players and the teams also at the same time? This channel is a lot of different things all in one. That's for sure. And I appreciate you, Raps love. Always respect. And yeah, I appreciate you lining up with me on the other side from He Who Shall Not Be Named. David's got the DAP and the cup. I love it. You guys are taking back your messages. You're trying to run me out. Fiercely saying, David, reading my comment back, it was too much. Pause. Okay. You had to pause on that. Okay. And Raslov saying, only James Dolan, what a piece of garbage, trying to discredit the Raptors name. Question, people, do we start the season 3 games in 4 nights? I know this is crazy. You know, we've got 6 games in 9 days to start the season. We got a back-to-back next week with Milwaukee and Philadelphia next week, too. It's insane how quickly they're throwing us the fire right away at the beginning of the season. Well, good thing we had a good training camp and our guys are healthy. Hopefully we can get a good start like we did last year, even though we had a very difficult season last year to start also. So, yeah, key game, Saturday night, Philadelphia. That's a very key game. Tonight, we want to get off the good foot. And then on Friday, playing the Bulls will be an important game not to slouch on and make sure we take care of business and beat them. So I don't know. We could be 3-0 by the end of Saturday night. I'd love to see that. But step by step, Minnesota first tonight. Take care of the Timberwolves and we'd be good. All right, let me just go over everything that I want to cover today. Once again, the injury is Jaden McDaniels is out for the Timberwolves. Also Jalen Clark, but nobody cares about that. For us, it's just Koloko. Koloko is the only one out for us. So there you go with that. Our referees tonight, Kevin Scott is our crew chief. He favors the Raptors. Brent Nansel is our second referee. He favors the Raptors heavily. And then Brandon Schwab is the third referee, the young referee, and he is even on both teams, 500 for both teams. There you go. We did our Raptors Instagram check. The Raptors have Thika is saying on Twitter, the Raptors have a stretch of 6 games and 9 nights, including 2 sets of back-to-back games. 4 of 6 games will be against teams with a winning record last season. So as I said, this is going to be thrown to the fire right away. Get y'all's Raptor Freak fantasy basketball team set up tonight. You're going to need to get you guys out there and playing in the right way. All right, it's time for the main event marquee matchup. And let me get this started right here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Scotiabank Arena in beautiful downtown Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Tonight, we have a special main event marquee matchup, In the ring, it is a boxing match, 10-ring boxing match. It's a carryover from the FIBA World Cup tournament. Instead, this will be the FIBA boxing tournament. And in this corner, first of all, wearing the green and blue tights shorts. This is from Atlanta, Georgia. 6 foot. Hang on. 6'4", 225 pounds. Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards will be the fighter for the Minnesota side. And now coming to the ring, to the fighter for the Toronto Raptors from Braunschweig, Germany, the MVP of the FIBA World Cup, the world champion at 6'1", 172 pounds, Dennis Schroeder. All right, we've got a great main event boxing match tonight. Dennis Schroeder of Germany versus United States Anthony Edwards. It's going to be a boxing match, even though Anthony Edwards has got 50 pounds on Dennis Schroeder. I think the quicker toughness of the dog in the fight of Dennis Schroeder may do very well in this boxing match. What do you think, Keith? I think you're right, sir. All right, good job. All right, there you go. The main event marquee matchup. There you go, boxing match. Edwards, Schroeder. Payback, baby. Let's see. I think our quick little guy is going to beat him, even though the size matchup is a discrepancy. How about that? We're going to have a little boxing sparring match. Schroeder versus Edwards. That's right. Just like a big boxing match. There you go. Raps Love saying this could be good. We could catch teams underprepared, but it could work for us the same way. I speculated on this specifically about the Philadelphia 76ers. Totally new coach, totally new system, a lot of new players added to the mix with like Mo Bamba and Kelly Oubre and a lot of different people. They may be more in disarray than we are. In fact, I think we've got our shit together better than them. Part of it is because Joel has not played hardly at all in the preseason. So there's a lot of things the Sixers are still trying to figure out going into this season that we aren't. And playing the Sixers twice early in the season may actually come out to be a benefit for us in the way that Raps Love is describing. I think this is true. And I think the Sixers in particular, they've had a lot of turnover and change, maybe even more so than the Raptors. So this could be very interesting, this effect. I think you're right. Shirkan saying, good morning, Raptorfreak family. Let's go, Raps. Hoping for a breakout seasons under Darko's system. That's right. Potential unbounded for people like Precious Achiuwa, Malachi Flynn, Scotty Barnes, OG Anunoby, Jalen McDaniels, the whole crew. Let's just make them all better overall. Darko has that philosophy. He wants to get these guys to be better. That he looks at his job as making his players better and better and better. That's the most important thing he does. And he's all about that. All right, let's see. Raps Love saying, I just have an amazing feeling right now about this team. I do too. It's a calm before the storm. And there's a lot of potential and possibilities in the opportunity of a brand new clean slate of a season. Let's hope these guys take this very seriously. I know they do. Dennis Schroeder is somebody that takes things very, very seriously. And his influence on Scotty this year is going to be good. Siakam and OG and Precious and these guys playing for contracts, this is a big deal. And so hopefully we get more out of these guys because they're contract years and they want to make more money. Well, play as a team and win, and you'll make more money. All right, guys, thanks for watching me today. Please have a fantastic Wednesday. And be thankful and grateful that Raptors basketball is back. And let's get loud tonight. I don't care where you are. If you're at the arena like Mo, get loud for sure. But even if you're at your house, just let's get loud and passion because we're just happy they're back. All right, y'all. Raptors, take care of those big men. Watch out for them. Take care of Anthony Edwards. Lock them up real good with your premium defenders. And let's outlast them. Let's outpace them. Let's tire them out. Those two big guys will be useless to them in the second half if we do things right and run them off the court. All right, y'all, let's go Raptors. I'm hyped about tonight. Let's win this one tonight, Scott. Let's come out there and dominate and show the new Scotty Barnes tonight, opening night, exactly what you're all about this year. All right, y'all, thank you for watching me. Thank you, Raps Love, for returning and letting us have a growth moment. And everybody else, thank you for all the gifted subscriptions. You guys are so benevolent and kind. David, Trevor, Tom, you guys are amazing. And to all the new members, thank you for joining. Yes, you can join me on Facebook and join our Facebook group. There's all kinds of different privileges. I'll have a reaction after the game, a really quick reaction after the game that's only available to members of the channel. It's only like a 2-minute thing, and I'll just kind of do my initial emotions after the game is basically. But everything that happens on that will be on the stream tomorrow in the reaction. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching me. If you're watching this later, 1.5 speed. That's the way to watch me. It'll go by a lot quicker. All right. Thanks for being here for almost 3 hours. And please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you didn't join on one of these subscriptions today, you can join too. All right. Let's go Raptors. This will be the Timberwolves. Dennis Schroeder with a uppercut and a right hook, just like Alan Tam. Bam, son. Bam, son.